Так. Сейчас откроем себе чатик. Ой, что-то у меня чай неудобно стоит. Так. Мы остановились на том, что нам сказали. Типа мы не знаем, что делать, у нас нет плана. Да, кстати, я накопила крутки. Высоко круток накопила. Здрасте.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again.
А как он видит через этот шлем? Там дырочка?
Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we?
Вперед.
Hey, wait!
Что надо?
Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention. Come on, this way.
Почему на нас уже злятся?
What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help? Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Классный
Hey,
чокер.
this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble. Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision!
Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right. Here, take it.
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it? This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from interfering.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
О, хитрая. Фига у нее
No
канаты.
worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Даже нас обманули.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya.
Все проблемы с контролем гнева.
Sorry about that.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side.
Почему
You just
грудь
didn't know
перебинтована?
it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet ya.
Ты чё хихикаешь-то?
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks.
Ой,
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me.
а бинты у нее типа из-за того, что фейерверки опалили? Или как?
As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Matsukatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too?
Госпожа Комиссата упоминала о нем.
You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirsagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently. But if I just march straight in there by myself, I'd probably get this
Привет.
Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble.
Привет, привет.
So,
What about if I join you instead?
sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is.
О, ты прячешь людей.
So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Тогда пойдем
Whoa.
освобождать.
Talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our team.
Меня
Not
слышно?
bad,
Все
huh?
нормально?
Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Master Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Time to break him out.
Такие воодушевленные две. Я очень надеюсь, что меня слышно. Потому что мне не было сил проверить микрофон. Просто запустить стрим были. А мы так беспалевно около стражи проходим. Это нормально вообще? Сейчас, погодите, я должна проверить звук. Не слушайте. Отлично, все со звуком хорошо. Это было неловко. Так, это что? Ладно. Я не буду брать Крио. Ну его. Чаечек вот пью.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
А мне нравится,
Come on,
прикольно.
this way. As long as we stay quiet, we've got a good chance. I
Ладно.
certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out of here.
Давай.
We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu. I'll be right back.
Что ты опять смеешься-то? Мне не нравится этот смех.
Alright then. Just be careful not to get caught.
Yes, you too.
Да, постараемся. Ой, Дася, постараемся. Тихо, всем тихо. Не шумим. Ой, неловко вышло. Ну, я бы могла, конечно, не шуметь, но мне кажется, у меня особо нет выбора.
I must withdraw.
Don't waste my time.
Музычка очень классная, боевая.
Big door.
У-у-у,
To collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
там большой самурай. Большой страшный самурай. Здрасте. Hello. Привет.
Show me what you've got.
Ну ты куда ушел-то? Ну ладно. Ну ты ко мне приходи, а то я не подойду к тебе.
It's nothing.
Allow me. Just like first.
Что-то болтает с нами там еще. Да куда ты уходишь-то? Стой!
I need to train harder.
Хорош. Блин, музычка прям очень задорная, очень заводная. Что это такое? Это ничего. Пивная бочонка? Или это саке? Не знаю, что они пьют. Типа... Можно стать вино из одуванчиков. Лилие этот... Асментус вайн.
Who goes there?
Ой, здрасте. Почему на меня сверху упало что-то?
I won't forget this.
Да ты помер. Что ты там не забудешь-то?
Wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it.
Да, я могу ее отодвинуть.
These guys seem a
Oh.
lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Don't waste my time.
Значит, тут ловушки. Прикольно. Здрасте.
Adventure time.
Позвольте поинтересоваться. Да и...
Repays blood. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Ты кого зовешь там? Стой. Да ты же помер. Так что запоминать тебе ничего и не надо. В принципе. Так. О, лестница. Почему ты как ты ползешь по лестнице? Странно. Так. А! Вот это я слепая, конечно. Так. Фу, паутина. А, тут сундук.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Так. А вы погасите? Класс. Так, сундука нету? Нету. Здрасте. О, я ширмы сломала.
Your life is mine.
Show me what you've got. Allow me to strike first. I dare you. Watch your step.
Мне кажется, так не должно быть, мне кажется.
Everybody stand.
Так определенно... Ой, извините, так определенно не должно было быть. Так, все поняла. Я просто очень боюсь пропустить сундуки всякие. Вот такие, например. Так, тут ничего нету? Вроде нет. А. Мне нравится, что Юэмия нам такая. Да, тихо по стелфу все делай, типа не привлекай внимания, потише. И мы просто разграбляем целую армию. И нормально так. А где доспехи? А доспехов нету. Так приоткрыть чутка. О, сундук! Сундук! Так, тут нет сундука? Нету. Мне нужна вот эта дверь. Мне нужен сундук. Так. О. Как комната финального босса выглядит. Что происходит? Прикольная маска. Что?
Quick, hide! Look over there.
А?
That must be Master Masakatsu.
Ой, он валяется. Это не очень хорошо, мне
Did you
кажется.
really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Ну, вообще обманул.
Locking you up was just the beginning.
No.
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him!
Вы чё деда
We
бьете?
don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
Надо быть уверенными, что сможем сбежать.
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan will have been for nothing.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
А, мы ничего не делаем.
Ma'am,
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Какая женщина.
Who's that?
Это кто?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Она тоже участвует в охоте на глаза
Make
бога.
way. Let me have a look at him.
Ух, какая женщина сильная.
I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Да, уволь их.
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that?
Тут никого
Quick,
нет.
go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
Никого нету, никого нету.
Coming! Quick, hide!
Куда прятаться-то?
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
Ничего не сделано, нас
Don't worry,
найдут.
I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
Хе.
Fireworks!
Тихо,
Huh?
Паймон,
Was
не
that an
ори.
explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Хе.
Quick, let's hurry.
Музыка
The
стелфа.
fireworks were enough to distract them. Maybe more than enough.
Это хорошо, что ты продумал, это правильно.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know.
Отлично сработало.
I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to.
Я не люблю людей, которые смеются. Оу, слишком много. Я очень депрессивный человек.
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of a fireworks display.
У них
Well,
ПТСР
fireworks are my
будет.
craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Ну, эти стражники получили по заслугам.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
А Сара куда делась? Сундук. Нет, это что-то куда-то уже далеко уходит, я не хочу. О, привет. Мы тут спасаем мастера
Yoimiya.
по фальшивым глазам бога. Дедулю избили
Master
немного.
Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on, we've got no time to lose. They could be back any minute.
Да, попёрли, давайте.
Oh,
Неловко вышло. Ты все это время за нами следила, да?
Yes. Leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me.
В смысле?
He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention.
А у вас нет
Remember.
врача?
Once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well, you can bet we'll do all we can to keep that from happening.
Спасибо.
Leave this place.
Она мне нравится. Я люблю сильных женщин. Сундук! У меня, по-моему, еще нету персонажей из Надзумы. Вроде нету, да.
we're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank
Ой, это
you.
хорошо.
all of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round of drinks once this is all over.
Выпивка.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him.
Покажи мне своих персонажей, я хочу полюбоваться ими. Да, сейчас. Сейчас закончится катсцена тогда. Все благодаря ей.
Right, Kujosara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him?
Наверное.
It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. Though Paimon would never agree with their actions in the Vision Hunt Decree, of course.
Да.
How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
Давай. Думаю, она порадуется. Салют за решеткой. Так, ну это моя основная пати. Путешественник у меня Нэм. Вот Рейзер. Вот Нинка. И Беннет. Ему опять досталось. Наэль я использую, когда дерусь с цветками, типа Пира и Крио. Потому что у нее щит. Да, я использую Кею как Крио. Ого. Кто? О, Синтю. Ой. Сайна. Да, Сайна. Я его пока не использую, потому что я не могу его возвысить. Мику я не использую. Сайна я тоже не использую. Розария, кстати. Я про нее забыла. Может, мне ее использовать вместо Кеи? Бэйдоу. Ну, Лиза, естественно, Калея, Барбара. Мику меня игнорирует. Сянка, Эмбер и вот эта мелкая девочка. У меня много копейщиков. Не выпадает Мику, а мне он что-то вот прям падает. А я Диону вообще хотела. Здрасте. Сейчас пойдем хвастаться, что освободили деда.
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her.
Да.
I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
Unlikely.
Да, мне
Don't
кажется, нам
forget.
повезло.
Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt Decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree.
Да.
This is why she was so willing to allow his escape.
Ну, он же
If
фальшивые
our
глаза
true motives
делает.
were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing.
Ну, я тоже так
We
думаю.
are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Спасибо за похвалу.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt Decree, there is still much to be done. It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least.
Миледи.
Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts.
Звучит как что-то
And the number
секта.
of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt Decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
О,
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma, what would you suggest?
А я думала, будем готовиться к
I'd
чему-то.
say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest
привет,
an
Макая.
evening of hot pot together? Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
A hot pot game?
Хяба,
What's
хяба.
that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Пайман.
Simply
Пайман
put,
еда.
every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner receives blessings from the god of Hot Pot. Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
О, уже?
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. But what should we choose?
Карательная кулинария. Я не хочу карать. Давай на классике остановимся лучше.
Let's see what we've got here. Fresh fish fillets, shrimp, bamboo shoots. Nice! You can't go wrong with these. Paimon can't wait.
Всем нравится порция обычного...
Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put anything edible into the pot. Don't go wasting the rest now.
А что остальные положили?
This was possibly the scariest looking hot pot Paimon's ever seen. Fortunately, Toma ended up eating all the weird stuff.
Yeah, you can say that again. But hey, at least I got the most points. Oh, wait a moment. That doesn't feel good.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. The soup flavor wasn't quite the same afterwards. Even with the traveler's normal ingredients, I still couldn't guess any of them correctly.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot. Think of the texture.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Ну не в суп же.
I'm definitely not okay. I need to lie down.
Ой, пойди просрись, пожалуйста.
I feel like a new man.
Да, он определенно это сделал.
Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
Тудуц.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the god
Приветики.
of Hot Pot's blessing. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I
Yeah.
couldn't be beaten at my own game first time around. I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. I can sense it.
Да?
So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today's Hot Pot Challenge is me.
Он как ребеночек.
brother.
Good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda, some well-earned rest and relaxation.
Yes, if the Tenryou Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it. I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for
Что
next round.
готовит этот вредный?
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. I'll see you all later.
Надеюсь, тебе не будет так плохо.
Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori Tea House for a while. Why don't we go explore some other places?
А, ну давай. Так. Покиньте чайный дом. Где я? Кто я? Где я? Куда идти? Здорово, пес. И лает для Аята. Чё лает для Аята? Почему он лает?
Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Планов
Traveler,
нет.
Paimon,
Ой.
hold on.
Чё? У тебя есть план все-таки?
Huh? Ayaka?
Что такое?
Something has come up, and I would like to request your assistance. But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kamisato clan. It is my own individual request.
Individual request?
Ну,
You
если тут
mean
попросит.
personal stuff?
Correct. It concerns my mother.
О, семейные проблемы.
This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can entrust this to.
Ну, давай
A few
поподробнее.
days ago, I was sorting through some old
Пися.
family belongings when I found a notebook
Пися,
that
пися,
belonged to
пися,
my
пися,
mother.
пися.
She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention was a name. It is one that I have never heard before, so the fact that she mentions it so frequently,
А ее мать
it makes
умерла,
it
типа?
difficult for me to ignore.
Онлайн.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Смотрите, какой сладкий пирожуля. Никогда не слышала это имя вообще ни разу.
Never.
Ты слишком не
And
права.
although my mother and
Чё?
father passed
Она
away
не умерла?
many years ago,
Она не умерла?
both my brother and I are familiar with the vast majority of their acquaintances. So, I am very curious about this mysterious individual. I would very much like to meet them. According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This seems to have been someone very important to my mother. Someone with a lot of personality, who liked to have fun.
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl's name.
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can head straight there. I wanted you to assist me with the preparation of greeting gifts. Please keep everything I have told you in strict confidence. The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together, but he is terribly busy at present, and on a more selfish note, I don't wish to involve anybody else from Inazuma in this matter.
И поэтому ты обратилась ко мне? Чё за сразу?
Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people. Not to mention trustworthy. I would not feel comfortable with anyone else in this situation.
You can count on us. We've done greeting gifts before, so we should be able to help. In terms of payment, just treat us to some delicious food and we'll be more than happy.
Пойман опять думает про еду.
Wonderful. In fact,
Ты только
I
что
was
ела.
hoping to take this opportunity to show you both around. If you don't mind, of course.
Пися! Я не против. Пищу можно
We don't
погладить?
mind. We don't mind at all.
Я вообще не против.
Thank you kindly. Shall we head off then? Ogura Textiles and Kimonos is our first stop.
All right, sounds great.
Пришел кто на нет журавля и белого кролика? Пися, я хочу тебя погладить. Я не могу тебя погладить. И ходит вокруг меня. Привет. Привет. Ой, такой сладкий. Я лишь подсказала, что увидела в манге арте. Но я не читаю мангу по Геншину. Пока что. Куда нам надо? Куда нам надо? У меня задание не отслеживается. Почему? Где? Где? Вот. Вот. Мы вот это вот делали. Так. Ага. Маска.
This must be...
It's a festival promotion.
Yay.
Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma.
Хочешь сходить на праздник каяка?
No! What made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence here in Inazuma. We in the Yashiro Commission are very well acquainted with these sorts of customs.
Ну, ходила ли
Each
ты туда?
season brings its own festival, and each festival, in turn, brings a fresh challenge to the task of maintaining public order. So, while festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively occasions, for us, they are also a cause for concern. Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at hand. This store here is the place I wanted to visit.
Да, я тут была уже.
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion? Well, let's take a look inside then.
Пайман подкалывает.
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look.
Яба, красиво. А чё красиво-то так?
Oh, it's Miss Kamisato with guests from overseas. Welcome to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos. Are you here to purchase fabric or for
Мне
tailored
страшно, потому
garments?
что я не вижу ее носа.
Oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment. Would you be so kind as to take a look?
Oh, Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see.
О, теперь вроде почти вижу нос.
This could be... Could be... Oh, it's a very fine design. Miss Kamisato, you'd like us to make a kimono following this design, yes? Please, if you could. I'm honored that you'd choose Ogura Textiles and Kimonos for your tailoring needs. However, there is one rather difficult problem. Based on the design, this kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk flower.
Oh,
The
оно есть.
majority of Inazuma's silk is imported from Liyue Harbor, but given the current climate,
У меня есть с
as
собой.
you well know, Inazuma is currently under a strict lockdown. In all honesty, the impact on the textiles industry has been quite significant. We're struggling to import high-grade fabrics. So much of our tailoring business has been put on hold indefinitely. But of course, where our customers are able to provide the fabric themselves, we can still be of service.
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silk first?
If even Ogura Textiles and Kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade fabric, where would we buy it from? You could try the International Trade Association. They are a little better connected than we are. After all, the association brings together merchants from all over the world. The only thing is their prices. They're not the cheapest. In times like these, though, we're lucky to even have an option of getting a hold of the things we want in the first place.
Huh. So even just getting clothes made is an ordeal in Inazuma. Wait, the International Trade Association? That's Kurisu's thing, right? We haven't been to Rito in a while.
It looks like that will be our next stop. Thank you ever so much. We will be back once we've acquired the fabric. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very small request. Could you?
Чё вы там шепчетесь? Шепчетесь.
Why is she being so secretive all of a sudden?
Так, у меня на секунду вылетел чат.
Absolutely.
Что происходит? А, ничего необычного.
Much obliged. My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product. We haven't made a silk kimono for the longest time now, and this is a beautiful design.
Зачем нам куда-то идти? У меня
That's
есть
very kind of
шелковица.
you. Thank you. Goodbye for now. Traveler Paimon, let's try our luck at the International Trade Association.
Ну, хотя дед нам рассказывал, что есть разные шелковицы. Может, у меня какая-то не такая. Чё-то там какая-то золотая. Я запомнила только описание духов. Я не запомнила саму шелковицу.
This is it. The International Trade Association.
Да?
Okay then, we need to talk to Kurisu, right?
Где он?
Huh, doesn't look like he's here. Let's look around.
О,
Look, there he is.
я не вижу где.
Looks like we found him.
What am I gonna do?
Mr. Kurisu, are you all right?
Oh, you're Miss Sayaka from the Kamisato clan. How do you do?
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the Traveler, I haven't
Вот и
seen
я.
you in a while. I take it you've been out of Rito?
Точно, да, не видеть.
Thanks again for your help last time. The association is back in business, and it's all thanks to you.
Блин, какой прикольный
That's
костюм у него.
great, but, why were you staring into space just now? Did something bad happen?
Well, you see... It's embarrassing to admit, but some of the association's goods have been stolen by vagrants.
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high-grade silk.
А, серьезно. Шелк украли.
We imported a big batch of silk from
Мне
Liyue
интересно, сколько
several
пластичных
years
тряпок
ago.
сделан ее нагрудник.
It's been sitting in storage ever since. Recently, we heard that clothing stores in the city have more or less sold all their silk stocks. So we figured now would be a good time to bring our batch out of storage, thinking it'd probably fetch a good price. But
Сейчас ее
then,
поближе покажут, я посмотрю.
the vagrants swiped the whole batch, then disappeared into the woods. I'd report it to the authorities, but... Well, as you know, they don't think much of foreign merchants like us. The Kanjo Commission don't want to give us the time of day. Honestly, you can just tell that our suffering amuses them.
Well, I also take issue with aspects of the Kanjo Commission's operational
Он
methods.
пластичный.
Please remember, Mr. Kurisu, that while you are here in Inazuma, you should be careful with your words.
Oh, my apologies. I had to let off some steam.
Он не очень
Anyway,
выглядит
there doesn't seem to be
пластичным.
much we can do ourselves to get our goods back. Perhaps I'm doomed to go bankrupt after all.
I am afraid I can't intervene in an official capacity, but I can still help you get your lost goods back.
Of course, I would never.
Не понимаю. Вроде.
Wait, what?
Правда?
Yes, acting in my own capacity, mind you. Even then, there is no escaping the fact that my every action and word will be seen to reflect on the Yashiro Commission and the Kamisato clan. I do so
Он
not
выглядит
without
твердым и
reservation,
непластичным,
so
короче.
I hope that you will treat this matter as confidential. That aside, as I'm sure you're aware, I'm afraid that I won't always be able to help you in such circumstances. Given your position and that of the International Trade Association, please try to exercise more caution in the future. You do not want to incur further unnecessary losses.
We will. We certainly will. But, are you sure this isn't gonna cause any issues for you? What if someone high up in the Kanjo Commission sees what you're doing and doesn't like it? You're a highly respected member of society. Surely putting your neck on the line for small-timers like me can't be worth the risk.
Very humorous. Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very surprised indeed if anybody in the Kanjo Commission felt that I was accountable to them for my actions.
Whoa, that sent shivers down Paimon's spine. Does everyone from a powerful clan talk like that?
Mr. Kurisu, I need to know the exact time and location of the theft, and anything that stood out about the perpetrator's appearance.
Thank you so much. Let's see, it was 2 hours ago now, over at the,
Где? Где? А, это серийная кража.
Everyone, please follow me to the scene of the
Да, ну,
crime.
мужик.
The investigation starts there.
All right, off we go.
Я бы сказала, она очень сильная девушка. Волевая. Привыкла вертеться в таких кругах. Мне нельзя показывать свою слабость.
Here we are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground. What are those?
Huh?
Следы.
Footprints. Very deep ones at that. Leading towards the forest.
Presumably, the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead.
Давайте. Это была цитата, но значение тоже. Чья цитата?
Stop, thief!
You think you can get your stuff back with this bunch? You must be dreaming.
Ой, какие-то они
Why,
злые.
you better hope you have the courage of your convictions.
Альфонс Ритейл.
Why wouldn't I, old man? Answer me this. You're one of those Outlander merchants, right?
И чё такого?
You trade association types are worms. Coming over to our land, leeching off our people. Who's gonna leap to your defense, huh? Tell me, who's gonna stick their neck out for the likes of you?
Аяка.
Look at that. No response. You know I'm right. Face it. This is Inazuma. You've got no ties here. You're at the bottom of the pile. Can you really blame us for walking all over you?
Думаю, не очень удобно.
You are despicable.
Hey! I just had an idea. Since you came all this way, how about we do some business?
Business?
Pay up. And you can take your fabric back. Sound good? If you ask me, it beats walking out of here with black eyes and a broken nose.
А мы тебя сейчас побьем.
You're just a big bully.
Да.
What choice do I have?
Есть, мы сейчас их побьем, не волнуйся.
Wait. Mr. Kurisu, please do not pay any money to this man.
Да.
But...
I trust you remember our agreement? If you keep your lips firmly sealed, I too shall uphold my end of the deal.
Oh, yes, of course.
Then please stand well back where it is safe. Now, it is time for me to honor my word!
Ого. Мы будем драться за Яку? Драться за Яку? Погодите!
Teamwork is teamwork!
Let's get down to business. Boom!
It's...
How's this? My blade!
My apologies!
To the fairy! Finally!
Yeah!
It's my another day!
Everybody stand back! Submit! Whirling snow!
I got killed.
Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
Intense subject.
Finally!
Well,
It's...
next result then.
Это было нечто, Яка.
No, please, It was nothing. I was simply doing my duty.
Miss Kamisato, traveler, are you hurt?
Да, чуть-чуть.
Don't
бывает.
worry, we're fine. The vagrants left in quite a hurry. It would seem they didn't have time to take anything with them. I believe your stolen goods should all be here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
И теперь продай
You
нам
best do a
шелк.
count.
6, 8, 10. Yep, it's all here.
Ой, приподняется. Дай шелка.
Now we can finally buy some silk.
Buy silk? You mean you need some of the silk here?
Ну
This
да.
was indeed our intent.
Don't get us wrong, though. That's not the reason we helped you out. Even if it were just a few carrots or cabbages, chances are we still would have helped you get them back. Paimon thinks we're pretty lucky. If we arrived any later, our chances of getting silk in Inazuma would have been 0.
I honestly can't thank you all enough.
Отдай шелк.
Please, say no more. You need silk? I'll pick out a piece for you right away.
Thank you, good sir. How much do I owe you?
Oh, it's free of charge. I could never ask you to pay after everything you've done for me.
О, класс. Давай.
No, that will never do. Things cost what they cost, and what they cost is what I shall pay. Merchants already have enough challenges to deal with, and as Paimon explained, my help was unconditional. Please, sell your wares to me at the price you would sell them to any other customer. There is nothing to feel distressed about, because nothing, I repeat, nothing happened here in these woods today. Did it?
Точно. Мы просто пришли погулять.
Thank you. I don't think I could ever repay you. You have helped me greatly, and I will never forget it.
Давай, говори цену свою.
I'm afraid we must part ways. I must get these goods back to the association. If you ever need anything at all, just come to the International Trade Association and ask for Kurisu.
Very well. And thank you for the silk, Mr. Kurisu.
See you then. Bye. Safe journey home. Don't go getting robbed again.
Да, найми охрану или что-то такое. А сколько стоило
Traveler,
это, мне интересно.
thank you for stepping in to help out.
Купился. Ничего, я ведь обещал.
But how come those vagrants didn't seem to know who you were? They must move in completely different circles. Maybe they've never seen anyone from the Kamisato clan before.
Perhaps. Either way, I'm glad they didn't recognize me. The fewer people who know what happened today, the better.
It's not every day an important person like you helps out someone like Kurisu. It really shows what a great person you are.
Oh, your praise is quite unwarranted. I merely did what anyone in my position would have done.
Ну, не
I
все бы
admit that
сделали.
it did feel strange for me to come to his aid. But this should have nothing to do with identity or social class. As far as I'm concerned, it was one individual helping another in need. I guess that deep down, I don't see how a society can be considered just when people encounter such obstacles in their livelihoods. Sorry, I'm getting off topic.
Да, ничего.
Right. Let's head back to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos and give our hard-won silk to the shopkeeper.
Okay.
Давайте. Ой, у меня что так? Что это? Найс. Ну, дали кнопочку. Ох, покрутим банner в конце стрима.
Welcome back.
Да.
So, any luck at the International Trade Association? Did they have any silk in stock?
Ну, что-то вроде того.
Yes, they did. Here.
Excellent news. So, apart from the silk, I think everything else I need I've got in store already. I just need to go and take stock of our materials. It won't take me a moment. I'll be right back.
Что у вас за секретики-то были, рассказывай, Яка.
They better all be there.
I do hope nothing else is missing.
Да.
Traveler, on the subject of garments, I've been meaning to acquire a new outfit for you, too.
О, давай.
It's just, I wasn't sure how you'd feel about the idea of dressing in Inazuman
Ну,
attire.
в смысле? Спасибо тебе, но мне и так нормально. Да почему?
Oh, are you sure?
Эта одежда имеет для меня особое значение.
Is that so?
Он по сеструхе скучает.
Impressive. So travelers of your stature hold themselves to a dress code, as well as a code of conduct.
More like when you're away from home, you've got to live by certain rules to survive, whether you like it or not. But Paimon would still love to check out some Inazuman outfits.
Что-то я не слышал, что пошили такую маленькую одежду.
Just what is
Которая
that
вломы
supposed to
свой
mean?
скин.
They make them in whatever size the
Наверное.
customer asks for.
Ну, в принципе, да, наверное.
Your interactions are so adorable to watch. I can certainly find someone to tailor a Paimon-size outfit if Paimon so wishes.
Ты слишком добра, Яка. Найди трагическое оправдание.
Well, if you're sure,
Я нашла.
as you wish. Something else I've been
Yeah.
wondering is, how do people in other nations dress?
Я бы посмотрела на путешественников в разных одеждах. В одеждах Лююэ, в одеждах Иназумы. Было бы очень интересно на это посмотреть. Очень жаль, что они так не сделали, конечно. Они одеваются со
They
вкусом.
sure do. Each nation has its own unique style. Traditional, fancy schmancy, casual.
Фэнси
All very
шменси.
different, but each style is suited to its region.
Да вот.
The study of clothing is a profound discipline, and I still have much to learn. When clothing becomes part of the
Oh,
expression
считает.
of one's personality,
Считает.
even an extension of one's body, That is quite a wonderful thing. So I'm not against dressing up. Far from it.
Paimon agrees. You couldn't have put it any better.
Paimon, you're so adorable that you could wear anything and it would look lovely on you.
Флиртует.
Wow. Paimon just got a compliment.
Я и слышала, да.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've checked my inventory.
Thank you. Is there anything else you're missing?
Fortunately not. I have all the
Oh.
materials I need. As for the size, would you like me to go by the dimensions given on the design?
Yes, please.
Understood. I'll get to work shortly. In total, that'll be this much.
Сколько? 5
Here you go.
миллионов?
Is it possible to treat this as an urgent order?
Well, luckily, we don't have any other urgents at the moment, so I can begin work right away. It will still take me some time, though, so please come and collect it later. Until then, I'm sure you'll find somewhere nearby to pass the time.
Good idea. Let's check out the whole area. We don't want to leave any loose ends.
There will be no loose ends while you're in my company. I already decided where to go while we wait.
О,
For our next stop, I'd like to take you both for a meal.
о, еда. Пайман понравится.
Food? Oh, Paimon likes this plan.
Я так и знала. Отлично, мне тоже хочется есть.
I picked the venue especially for you. A humble local eatery called Kiminami Restaurant. I thought that the relaxed atmosphere there would suit our day much better than the prohibitively formal one of a high-end restaurant. Shall we head off?
Yep. Paimon can't wait.
А, это близко. О. Здрасте. А, мне их тебе? Тут книги можно купить. О, мне это надо. Блин, это очень дорого стоит, но это надо. Для чтения мне надо. Я же это начала в шортсах читать.
Are we here? Ooh, it's one of those street side places. Looks cute and cozy.
Там и нигири нарисованы.
Welcome! Oh, Miss Kiminami, how do you do?
Ah, Miss Kamisato. Perfect timing. Your booking was for... well, right now.
I believe so.
О, как ты
We'll be
рассчитала
sticking
всё.
to the order I placed in advance. As for the other matter we discussed, thank you for your help.
Excellent. No problem. And everything you asked for is ready and waiting.
Right.
Traveler, tiny customer, please wait here for a
Маленькая
moment while I
Костя.
prepare your food.
Go ahead and take a seat. There is something I need to take care of, but I'll be back momentarily.
Будет драка? Помочь?
It's nothing of that sort. I just have a few minor things I need to attend to. I won't be long.
О, побежала.
She sure left in a hurry. Whatever it is, it must be pretty urgent.
So you two are Miss Kamisato's friends? Well, we serve all the classics. Sure, there are fancier looking places out there,
Зрительно мила.
but the food here
Да.
speaks for itself. Hope you enjoy it. Over the years we've been in business, we've gotten to know the Kamisato clan quite well. Miss Kamisato and her brother are both fond of our food. They're always sending staff down here to order something and take it back to them. Her table booking surprised me, not least because it was a group reservation. This is the first time I've ever heard of Miss Kamisato going out for dinner with friends.
О, это хорошо, что мы
First
пришли.
time ever? Guess that makes us pretty important people, huh?
Sure does. And I'm probably crossing the line here, but I'm just telling you what others have told me. Apparently, Miss Kamisato doesn't have a lot of friends.
Удивительно.
How is that possible? She's so kind and polite to everyone. Paimon would have thought that would make her really popular.
That's what I used to think too. But it turns out the rules of social interaction are a bit more complicated than
Да,
that.
ненавижу общение.
Nobody in the
Оно очень
neighborhood has a
сложное.
bad word to say about her. They all say she's beautiful, elegant, graceful, not to mention that she belongs to one of the most illustrious clans in the land. In short, they see her as a model young lady. But that's just it. People look at her and they see a model of perfection, and they don't feel like that's something they can relate to. So the majority of kids from our ordinary families don't even try to talk to her. So you see, on paper, she sounds like a girl everyone would want to get to know. But in practice, she finds it difficult to make friends.
Как сложно быть богатым и
Paimon
влиятельным.
never would have guessed.
We don't speak all that much, but we do go quite a way back. I've always admired her for taking on so many responsibilities at such a young age.
А сколько ей лет,
So it
кстати?
makes me really happy to see her here with friends today. Anyway, relax, enjoy your meal, and please talk to her as much as possible. I know she'll appreciate it. Consider it a favor for the whole neighborhood. Look after her for us.
А,
Huh? That sounded like Ayaka.
I'm so sorry, traveler.
это что, взрыв?
Could you join me over there for a minute?
Все понимающие, сочувствующие.
I need your help with something. I'm sorry. I didn't want to drag you away all of a sudden. I, just had a cooking catastrophe.
Понимаю.
So that loud noise we heard came from the cooking pot.
Ой, звучит опасно.
As you can see, this house is right next to the restaurant. It's where the owner lives. Actually, this whole compound is the family's private property. I asked Miss Kiminami to prepare some ingredients and utensils for me so that I could cook a special dish here.
А зачем тебе готовить-то?
Right. If there's something you want to eat, you could just order it from the menu.
Actually, I wanted to cook something as a gift for Tsubaki. My mother mentioned in her notebook that Tsubaki enjoys food from all over the world. So I thought, if I'm going to meet Tsubaki, perhaps a dish from overseas would make a fitting gift.
A dish from overseas? So anything from outside Inazuma counts, right? If so, then we've got lots of options, don't we?
Можно сказать, мои блюда нет мира сего. А.
Hey! Don't make this weird.
Can I leave you to
Они-
finish this task
Но
then?
мы из другого мира и
Just
блюда
as
из
a
другого
personal
мира.
favor. Is that okay?
Нас-
I'll be indebted to you.
Настал мой звездный час.
Great. But what kind of overseas dish would make a suitable gift? It needs to survive a journey from the kitchen to the recipient's doorstep.
Oh, Paimon knows! There's one dish out there that was practically created for this purpose! Pizza!
Пицца!
Pizza?
Пицца!
It's an assortment of toppings and sauce spread over a bread base and cooked in the oven. And it's so good!
That does sound pretty good.
Пайман фанатка пиццы. Канон. Передайте пиццу.
Is the pizza ready?
Да. Вот она, вкусная, причем. Держи вкусную пиццу. Особенно, когда на халяву. О, да.
Oh, it's ready!
Вот и она.
It smells delicious. You're an excellent cook, traveler.
Ай, да ладно.
I would love to be able to master dishes from all over the world.
Но мы поможем.
All you need to learn is a recipe. We can bring you some more recipes in the future if you like.
Great. I look forward to learning from your culinary expertise.
How are you all doing?
Пиццу сделали. Хочешь пиццы?
Whoa, is this... Miss Kamisato, this must be the dish you were talking about.
Yes, an overseas dish cooked by the traveler. Could I trouble you to package it for me?
Sure, no problem. Oh, it smells good. I bet it tastes amazing. Oh, Now I really want to put something like this on our menu.
Ой, пацан чувствует пиццу и такой
Want us to
прыгает.
teach you how to make it?
Oh, could you?
Конечно.
The most satisfying meals are the ones you share with other people. So Paimon thinks that our friends in Mondstadt wouldn't mind us sharing this dish with Inazuma.
Really? That's great. I've always wanted to learn how to cook some international dishes. If you can write down a recipe for me, I'll add it to our menu and put a promotion where everyone will see it. Since we've become a closed nation, people haven't had the chance to try anything new.
О,
Traveler, you're the best! I'll go pack up this dish for Miss Kamisato. Please, make your way back to the restaurant whenever you're ready. The food will be waiting for you.
да, не благодарите.
You could have sold that recipe for a high price, but you selflessly gave it away for free.
В смысле, мы могли
You're a
продать?
wonderful person.
Я не знала, что мы могли его продать.
I mean it. I admire you a lot, and I'm so proud to be friends with someone of such fine character.
Я бы продала, если бы
Well,
знала.
You should
Простите.
probably write down the recipe now, no?
Yeah,
Вот-вот,
let's
арка
make sure we
истины.
include all the details and then give it to Miss Kiminami. So, pizza. Start with the basic ingredients.
А, точно. Я извиняюсь. Мы можем фигню сказать, и можем нормально сказать. Давайте нормально скажем.
Correctamundo. Right.
А я
Now to
оказалась
add
сейчас
the
плохом.
next couple of ingredients.
Нет, я хочу, чтобы все было нормально. Она так грустно рассказала про то, что они теперь не едят блюда из других наций. О, мне прям жалко стало. Капуста и сыр.
Yep, that's right.
Подождите, капуста?
Now for the
Капуста?
cooking instructions. Place onto oven rack at high heat and cooked until golden brown.
Я, конечно, извиняюсь, но кто использует пиццу капусту? У вас был доступен лук, например, помидоры.
Long may our reputations and our recipes precede us wherever we go in Inazuma.
Ну, раз уже пообещали на халяву, значит на халяву
I have no
отдадим.
doubt that they will. This dish is exquisite.
Капуста?
Cool. Then let's get this recipe to Miss Kiminami pronto.
Нет, может, я что-то пропускаю, может, реально в пицце капусту используют. Я просто не встречала такой пиццы. Но я правда не встречала такой пиццы.
Hey! Have you written out the recipe?
Где инфей?
Here it is.
Не знаю.
Thank you! Wowie! This is so exciting. I want to make it right away.
Traveler, Paimon, please accept my sincerest apologies for delaying your meal.
Вот это рыбина.
Problem.
Какая
Food
большая.
always tastes better when you worked up an appetite.
All right, let's dig in before it gets cold.
Выглядит
Well,
вкусненько.
what do you think? Is Inazuman cuisine to your liking?
Да.
Amazing! Paimon loved this one. Oh, and especially that one over there.
Ай, пойманная еда. Все было очень вкусно.
Good. I'm relieved. When I was attempting to cook earlier on, did you chat with the owner at all?
Ну да,
And did
чуть-чуть.
she, say anything about me?
She did, but don't worry. She's just happy for you is all.
She's happy for me?
Типа.
Oh, then she must have told you. Did she, what does it matter? I know just as well as anybody else that I've got no friends.
Ну, у меня тоже нет.
Hey,
Только
it's
одна,
not
и
you.
все.
Most people just haven't had the
Такие
chance to
святые.
talk to you one-on-one before.
Thank you for your comforting words, Paimon. It's all true, though. I just don't have very many friends.
Понимаю.
Most of the time I'm either accompanied by family or staff. So everyone must have found it quite a surprise to see me taking you out for a meal.
Я твой друг.
Exactly! You've got at least 2 friends right here.
Aww,
А,
thank you. That makes me so happy. Excuse me. I'm forgetting myself.
Hey
да,
now,
все в порядке.
expressing your feelings is the right thing to do. Keeping them locked away inside isn't
Ах,
gonna
как
do
это
you
просто
any good
выглядит.
now, is it?
Да, как в детстве ты такой подходишь к кому-то, ты такой, давай дружить, и ты такой, давай дружить, и вы дружите.
I agree. So, I just want to say how happy I feel. that you both see me as a true friend.
Of course we do. That's always been our style. If someone's nice to us, we're nice to them too.
А, она
Friendship can go
улыбается.
a long way. Take your mom, for example. She wrote about Tsubaki in her notebook, and now it's made you want to find them too.
Yes, I think friendship is an extremely precious thing, and ours is one that I will always treasure.
While we're on the topic though, who is this Tsubaki person anyway?
Да, и что с твоей мамой
Well,
случилось?
I think I have an idea, but it's just speculative at this point.
Прошу, расскажи.
I think that Tsubaki might be a fox envoy.
Э,
A fox envoy?
Yes, that's what I think. Even I, my mother's own daughter, had never even heard of this friend before. It just seems so mysterious. So I think it must be someone with transcendent abilities who doesn't show themselves very often. And fox envoys are nothing new. Stories have been told about them in Inazuma since ancient times. You must have met Kuji Yae before. Well, she's a fox envoy. That got me thinking. Maybe there are fox envoys out there in Inazuma that people just don't know about. And maybe Tsubaki is one of them.
Whoa! So Inazuma also has supernatural beings?
When you say also...
Well, before Inazuma, we spent some time in Liyue. They have lots of supernatural beings there, like the Adepti. All
Привет.
kinds of them too.
Я не
Up in
оцениваю
the sky,
аккаунты.
down below the ground, in the water.
Я слишком мало еще играю, чтобы их нормально оценивать. Но я уверена, что аккаунт у тебя хороший.
Really? I've come across such things being asserted in books, but to hear someone talk about it from first-hand experience is extremely surprising. So Liyue lives up to its reputation. Its culture has a long history and gives rise to the most beautiful legends. Quite captivating.
You should come visit Liyue with us sometime. The best part is, they have loads and loads of delicious delicacies.
Really? I would love that. Speaking of delicacies, Traveler, Paimon, have you eaten your fill?
Что это детство такое?
Paimon has.
Excellent. Then let's collect the kimono. Then we can pay a visit to my mother's mysterious and transcendent friend.
Давайте. О, нет, коробки. Непреодолимое препятствие, я считаю. Что извиняется перед кем-то там, перед воздухом. Так. Здрасте, здрасте, здрасте.
Your
Готовлю
garment
наряд.
is ready, Miss Kamisato. I've folded and packaged it for you.
Ура!
Oh, and the other item we discussed? That's ready too.
Thank you very much.
No,
Какая вещь?
thank you. It is a beautiful piece of clothing, and it was a pleasure to work on. See you again next time.
Что у тебя за секретики? Что ты там сделала?
Traveler, I have a gift for you.
Правда?
Whoa, looks super fancy. Is that for wearing in your hair?
It's a hairpin in the style of a white heron. As well as a hair accessory, you can also use it as an ornament.
Или
I
продать?
couldn't ask for your help and offer nothing at all in return. So this is my gift to you.
Я буду им дорожить. Я очень большую цену за него
I'm
попрошу.
glad you like it.
Speaking of white herons, that's what your title means, doesn't it? Shirasagi Himegimi. So this gift is like a little piece of yourself. It's just as elegant and beautiful as you are.
You flatter me, Paimon. If this gift reminds you of me, that is all I could ask for.
It definitely will. Alright, well, we've got what we came for, we can set off. Time to go meet Tsubaki.
Что это значит? Что значит что? Ну, нам реально дали этот подарок. Я могу его надеть? Не-не-не. И где он? А где? Где же он? Где же он? Я его не вижу. Ты его можешь в дом поставить. В дом поставить могу. Прикольно. Нет, не ставь метку, дай мне телепортнуться. Молодец. В смысле в дом поставить? Это же украшение для головы вроде. Нет? На камине стоит. Типа на камин поставить. Как же болит голова. Привет, могу чем-то помочь? О, Камададзе. Ты говоришь о молодом господине Камадзе? Зачем он тебе? Осматривает письмо Тисата. Ты утверждаешь, что это письмо госпожи Хираги Тисата. Это... Если это письмо действительно от Хираги Тисата, я думаю, тебе следует поговорить напрямую с господином Камадзе. В последнее время часто гуляет возле моста. Я думала, мы идем куда-то с Якой. Так. Тай рыбка, белый журавль. Да, вот. Мы подарки приготовили. Мы случайно наткнулись, видимо, на какое-то другое задание. Рандомно. Так. Я не сюда. Не сюда, не сюда. Золотая рыбка — это ее Мия. Куда нам? Не совсем понимаю. Белый журавль Яка, но это понятно. Я что-то куда-то не туда иду, видимо. Нам туда надо. Куда-то вот туда. Надо по стенке залезть, значит. Так. Карта. А вот тут вот как будто бы. Где? У стены? What? What the fuck? Внизу. Типа внизу. Внизу.
So, a transcendent being lives here? Ugh. If someone lives here, then why is it so chilly?
О, привет. Потому что тут призраки.
I'm asking myself the same question. How strange. I'm quite sure that this is the location my mother wrote about, but surely...
А вдруг она действительно посланница Кицуны?
I'm starting to have second thoughts. But since we're here, I still think we should go inside and explore in full.
Давай, давай.
Yeah, makes sense. Who knows? Maybe there's a
Дизайнер
surprise
сверх или
waiting in there
дизайнер
for us.
фонтов?
What does the notebook say exactly?
А я не знаю, считается это зданием архонтов или аяки. Как это понять?
A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
Sounds like a fairy tale.
1-4
So your
Восток
mom would
7.
do a little ritual, and just like that, Tsubaki would
А,
come
по
to meet her?
сюжету. По сюжету, по сюжету. Это все больше напоминает мне адепта.
I have a feeling that it could be some sort of code. Let's get a little closer before coming to any conclusions.
Давай. 1-4 Восток 7. Что бы это ни значило. А где Восток? А где Восток? У меня 41. Я все время забываю, где Восток на карте. Нет. Ну вот это, предположим... вот, я вижу север. Север сверху. Ну класс. А вы только север здесь обозначили. Ладно. Значит, юг внизу, значит... Восток справа, наверное. Ну, туда идет. Там, где ты. Сюда куда-то. А, я понял, вспомнил. Там цветочки какие-то.
There are some bushes on the rocks in here.
Да, я же
Could that
говорю.
be anything?
Я и говорю, там цветочки какие-то. Ну, кусты, цветочки. Ой, тут электрокул. Здрасте. А, в смысле ты не разбиваешься? Она просто подозрительная. Это всегда какая-то странная. Так. 1-4, Восток 7. 1-4. Восток 7. О.
There's nobody here. Just this box. Did it open? Did it open? Did our Inazuma Adeptus leave any treasure here?
What's this?
О, 48.
Like a book.
It seems to be another notebook. Could it be
большой рамк.
Tsubaki's notebook? Let's step back outside now. The atmosphere here is different than I'd imagined. Somehow, it makes me a little reluctant to open the notebook.
Paimon knows what you mean. Reading in low light is really bad for your eyes.
Не то чтобы у меня много персонажей.
Let's get back outside.
Один есть. Вот этот чувак. Вот он, вот. Видите? Который с лопатой ходит, по идее. Ну, должен ходить. Это все, что я про него знаю. Что у него оружие очень странное, как лопата. И я не понимаю, это должно считаться копьем, видимо. Ну, я не знаю.
Here will do just fine.
All right, let's see what the notebook says.
Угу. И что там написано?
Ooh, Paimon bets it's all about mysterious treasure. So exciting!
Paimon.
What is it? Why are you whispering all of a sudden?
Paimon.
You're making Paimon nervous.
Давай отойдем. Он с шанюром повышает крит, как Кицин.
Oh, you want to let Ayaka read the notebook without distraction. Seems whatever's written in there must be pretty major after all.
Значит, я тоже могу что-нибудь улыбить, прикольно.
Based on her expression, probably not a treasure map.
Да.
What could it be?
Да что ты пыхтишь там? Что происходит?
Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
No worries, it isn't long at all. You're a very fast reader.
Я хочу ЦЦ выбить. Ты пришла за все
Yes,
записи?
I have. I think I ought to share the truth of this notebook with you both, even though the contents are completely different than what I was expecting.
Мне везет на фиолетки
How?
тут, в
You mean it
основном.
wasn't a fox envoy who wrote this?
Not a fox envoy, no. It turns out that Tsubaki's real identity is my mother herself.
Huh?
Surprised? Me too. But that's what it says at the very beginning of the notebook.
Чё, раздвоение личности?
Tsubaki and I are the same person, and yet we are different. When I become Tsubaki, I stop being Kamisato Kayo and become the most ordinary woman in the world. What follows in these pages is the ordinary, everyday life of a regular person. Nothing more, nothing less. This notebook is, for the most part, a collection of my mother's musings, both private and trivial. All of the things we thought were about Tsubaki were in fact about my mother herself.
Это когда богатые люди, типа, притворяются бедными, чтобы испытать, что обычные люди чувствуют. Понятно, это не раздвоение личности.
So that means that the kimono design and the international dishes
Are things that my mother wished to try, yes. I'm sure this all sounds utterly bizarre to you, but to me at least, my mother's behavior is completely understandable. Or to put it another way, I actually have another side to myself as well.
Это буддизм,
I was
кажется.
at a loss for words when I started reading the contents of the notebook. It almost felt like someone had looked inside my mind, examined my thoughts, and then written them all down on paper.
Ну, твоя мама тоже была богатая, так что я понимаю.
From the
Ладно, я
moment
пойду.
my mother
Пока.
married my father, she became the mother of the Kamisato household.
Буду что-то
And with
поделать.
that came all sorts of duties. At the same time, the prestige of the Yashiro Commission brought its own share of responsibility. On top of that, every action she ever took was seen as representing the Kamisato clan. People were always watching her. Under such circumstances, she never had much time to do the things she really wanted to do. After my parents passed away, Ayato and I took over responsibility for the
Всё-таки
affairs of the
погибли.
clan. We ran into all sorts of difficulties during that time. I'm not sure if people outside the clan could ever imagine what it was like. Every time I found myself up against a difficult issue, I'd ask myself, did my mother go through this too? What would she have done in this situation? Maybe it's because it had been so long since I last saw her, but somehow, all that was left of her in my mind was the side of her that inspired awe and commanded respect.
Ну, она притворялась перед всеми.
But my image of her was incorrect. When I read this notebook, I realized she was just like me. Underneath whatever position she may have held, she was just an ordinary person. She liked pretty kimonos. She wanted to try food from different places. She yearned to see sights she'd never seen before. Maybe this all sounds immature to you, but I feel just the same way. I want to live life not as Kamisato Ayaka, but as an ordinary woman. Mother wrote that she'd always wanted to go to a local Inazuman festival. She said that sometimes, on a clear night, if you looked out from our house, you could see lights off in the distance. I've seen those lights too. It looks so lively with so many people. And it's so brightly lit, it makes the whole sky glow. Of course, sometimes it does make me a bit anxious from a public order perspective. But for someone of my position to just show up at a festival with no warning, it could be considered improper etiquette. Especially in my parents' generation, when the Yashiro Commission didn't have a particularly close relationship with the populace. Even if no one stopped us, the idea of the Yashiro Commission going out into the crowd, it'd certainly draw some strange looks. People would probably start thinking there was trouble afoot.
Откуда ты узнал, что мне только что звонили? Ебать, крипово это было. Какого черта?
Mother said that she didn't want to put people on edge. She wanted everyone to enjoy the fun and freedom of the festival. She didn't want to disturb them, and didn't have much free time anyway, so she never
колонки
went.
гудели.
Not
Господи,
even
так
once.
испугалась.
So the kimono design, that must have been the outfit she planned on wearing if she ever did go to a festival, right?
That's right. And sometimes, festivals sell international food.
Они больше
She
не
wanted to
гудят?
try that too. I hope this isn't a disrespectful thing to say, but I never knew my mother was so in touch with her inner child.
Well, that's not disrespectful
Стрёмно.
at all. Paimon thinks your mom was the best of both. A big softie on the inside and a big sense of responsibility on the outside.
Without knowing it, I've ended up fulfilling several of my
О.
mother's wishes already.
Хорошо, что не гудят.
But going to a festival is the one thing that I cannot do for her. Perhaps
почему
this
не
is one
можешь?
thing that can simply never be.
Да пойдем. В этом
I
нет твоей
understand.
вины.
Thank you. I think I realize something now. Mother and I are so similar in so many ways. The things she faced are things that I too will go on to face. She chose to place her unfulfilled wishes onto the identity of Tsubaki. As for me, I've already decided.
Oh, so you decided on an alter ego too?
No, I don't plan to do anything like that. I think I will set myself a new goal. To live each day without regrets. So, Traveler,
Что?
Deep breaths, Ayaka. Deep breaths.
Паймон, что так смотришь? Прекрати.
Would you be at all interested in checking out an Inazuman festival?
Paimon's been dying to go ever since we saw that poster. Paimon would love to go with you, Ayaka.
Так ты правда ни разу не была на празднике Аяка?
Hey, come on, don't make fun. It's just because I used to have the same concerns my mother did. But now, I don't think I need to worry about it so much. I'm going to be true to myself and fulfill the wish that my mother and I shared. I know that you of all people can understand me going my own way on this. So, let's do this, you and me. Let's go to a festival together.
Я с удовольствием присоединюсь к тебе.
Paimon wants to come.
Того стоит.
Festivals here have loads of tasty snacks too, right?
Опять приду,
And
думает.
fun and games.
Great. Thanks, you guys.
Немного Япония.
If we head over now, we should still make it in time.
Oh, good point. Today is the last day, right? What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Но у меня смешанные чувства насчет Аяки. Ну просто потому, что она такая, типа, блин, я бы хотела быть обычной девушкой. А ты не понимаешь, что если ты будешь обычной девушкой, твой глаз бога отберут, например. Да, что у тебя не отбирают твой глаз бога, потому что ты привилегированная, например. Но с другой стороны, мне жалко ее. То, что на нее столько свалилось. Хотя она сама еще молодая. Ну она, не Ой, здрасте. Ай. Чё, чел? Чел. Так там проблема, я не могу говорить. Ну ладно. Спойлер. Тогда да, тогда не надо. Так, атмосфера Японии, говорите, да?
We're here, but it doesn't seem as lively as Paimon imagined. What's going on?
Since it's the final day, many of the visitors must have already returned home. I've heard that the peddlers often close up shop earlier on the last day because there are fewer people around.
Мы опоздали?
I'll go and ask. Whatever happens, I at least need to go inside just this once.
Давай, пойдем.
That's the way to go. We'll be right there with you.
О, краб на лампе, краб на лампе. А нет, краб на песке. А Яка, подожди. Там крабы. Все, извини. Касается глаза бога. Там пиздец архонту местному по поводу этого. Как мы красиво идем. Я не могу бежать. Я не могу. Таргет на глаза местному ни о чем. То есть ее тоже могут забрать. По идее.
It hasn't closed yet. It's just that there aren't many people left. Let's hurry and see as much as we can.
Hey, look at that stall. They have so many masks. Paimon's heard that everyone's supposed to wear a mask at these kinds of festivals. Is that rule still around nowadays, or...?
Да, на комиссата.
That used to be the custom, yes. And today, it's still a popular way to dress up during festivals. But it's not a hard and fast rule.
Я хочу маску.
Hey! Is that who I think it is? Miss Kamisato, right?
О, чувачок прикольный.
Greetings.
People seem to recognize Ayaka wherever we go. Guess that's just what it's like when you're a famous Inazuman.
But of course, the Kamisato clan leads the Yashiro Commission. It's one of the most well-known clans in Inazuma. Not least because back when Master and Miss Kamisato had just taken over the family's affairs, they used to make public appearances all the time. Some of the younger generations have never even seen Miss Kamisato in person before. Being the age I am, I'm lucky enough to have seen her on many occasions over the years.
You're too kind. My brother and I simply go where we must to fulfill our duties.
But this is the first time I've seen anyone from your family at a festival. There must be some official business, I take it.
Oh, there isn't actually. Today, I'm taking my traveler friend here around to see the sights.
Oh, a traveler? Huh. Now that you mention it, you do look like you've come a long way to get here. First time in Inazuma? Hope you enjoy yourself, young one. Excuse me 1 second. Hey everyone, listen up! Don't close up yet! Miss Kamisato has come to join the festival!
Yay!
No, it's not like that. Please, there's no need to make a fuss. We're just here to...
Эх, маску барили навсегда. Спасибо!
Yeah, thanks a lot, mister. If you hadn't let them know, they'd start closing down about now, right? At least it sure looks like that time of day.
Yep, you got it. But on account of this being the first time Miss Kamisato has ever come to the festival, it seems only fair to keep things open a little longer. Oh, here's a couple of masks for you. On the house.
Ooh,
no. You've been far too accommodating to us already.
Паймон понимает.
We couldn't possibly...
Don't give me all that. Here you go.
Hey.
Here you go. It's not often that we regular folks get some attention from the Yashiro Commission, so I've got to mark the occasion somehow. Besides, it'll make me look bad if you refuse.
But... Okay, I think I understand.
Спасибо за вашу доброту.
It's my pleasure. You have yourself a good time.
Ха-ха-ха.
Sir, do you have anything for Paimon?
Oh, hello there, kiddo. I'm sorry, but we don't have any masks in your size.
Ой, правда.
Huh? Surely you're not gonna let Paimon be the only one at the festival without a mask?
Oh.
Paimon, don't worry. Wearing a mask is optional.
But... Paimon doesn't want to feel left out.
Обделили
How
Паймон.
about a tree leaf? That should be enough to cover up that little face of yours.
What? No way!
Oh, okay then. In that case, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do right now. But don't you worry, kiddo. I'll have a mini mask made specially for you when I get back.
I cannot thank you enough.
Aw, it's nothing. But I won't hold you up any longer. You should go and enjoy the festival while everything's still lit up.
All right. Traveler, shall we?
Пайман, давай тебе листок дадут. Давай.
Oh, wait. Just one thing. I need to explain myself. I got a little nervous back there and I just made up any old excuse. But don't think of this as me taking you sightseeing, please.
Что не так с тем,
I brought you
чтобы
here
показать?
because I genuinely wanted to spend time with you.
Не волнуйся, я все в порядке, все
Okay,
поняла.
great.
Я требую лист для Пайман. Я требую... У нас есть маска! А у Пайман есть лист. Наверное. Дают, бери, бьют, беги, это да.
This stall's doing fortune slips.
Miss
Предсказания.
Kamisato! Hello there! You're out with friends today? Oh, what a rare privilege! Welcome, welcome! Would you like to give it a go?
Okay.
А, маски
How much is it
ненадолго.
per draw?
Жалко.
I wouldn't expect you to know this, but the Yashiro Commission was very good to my uncle on my father's side at one point in time. Thinking about it, it was when your father was around. I think he dealt with it personally.
Его злые брови.
So you see, how could I possibly take your money?
What? Are you sure?
Of course. If you like what you see, then please, be my guest. Same goes for your two friends here.
Предсказание,
Traveler?
предсказание.
Paimon? What do you think?
Seems like everyone wants to do something nice for Ayaka.
Какой
So,
святой
if they
славе.
insist, who are we to resist?
Я не могу отказать.
Well, if that's how you feel, then okay. We'll take you up on your kind offer, sir. Let's each do a draw.
Alrighty then. Whenever you're ready,
А что надо делать? Что надо
draw a
делать?
slip and reveal your fortune.
А. Какую? Что? Какая
Open it up
судьба?
and see how you fare.
Какая судьба? Какая судьба?
Whoa!
Which one did you get? Paimon got Rising Fortune.
А, это хорошо.
No way! We got the same one!
А у меня?
Traveler, what did you get?
Если что-то плохое, то его нужно повязать куда-то. Большая удача земля.
Wow! You're so lucky!
Ah,
Да?
congratulations are in order. Here's what great fortune from the world
А они
means.
разные там?
Wealth shall come to you. You shall reap a bountiful harvest, and all shall transpire in line with your wishes.
Я хочу,
In other
пора бы
words,
уже.
your good luck isn't about to run out anytime soon.
Я хочу удачу.
What a great sign! Good things lie ahead!
А у всех разные удачи
Congratulations.
попадаются, или у всех
You all
хорошие?
have very fine fortunes lined up. With this kind of luck, you'll certainly be able to achieve anything that you wish.
Well said! Here's hoping that our good luck will never run out!
Это значит, что сегодня хорошие крутки будут? Думаете, надо сейчас крутить, пока удача не ушла? Я думаю, надо сейчас крутить, пока удача не ушла. Да, я о гаданиях. Давайте покрутим. Ну... Опять. Опять он. Это опять он. Зачем ты мне, чел? Я с тобой не играю даже. У меня нет сука. Легендарная традиция Япония. У них интересная традиция. Нам наврали. Нам наврали. Никакой удачи нету. Никаких удач нету. Эх. Ты-ды-ды. Тоже ничего. О. А, серьезно? Оружие. Но оружие это... Ну, такое... Без фейта. No. Ну, пожалуйста. Не пожалуйста. Ничего. Ну, я пыталась. Ладно, потом еще нам дадут прямогемов
This
кружечек.
food stall sells all kinds of Inazuman specialties. Anything you want to eat, it's my treat.
Wow, it all looks so good. Is it okay if Paimon has one of everything?
Конечно, Paimon.
Of course it is.
Кушай.
But we don't want anything to go to waste. Let's try them one at a time. Ooh, Ayaka, Paimon wants those dango.
Выглядит вкусненько.
Sure.
Я хочу тут розовый блинчик.
Those look good too. Ooh, but so do the egg rolls.
Это еще следующие будут Нилу и Нахида.
All right then.
Я
I
не
too
знаю, кто
shall have a
это.
Sakura mochi.
All right,
Моти
coming right up.
Сакурой. Моти Сакурой выглядит очень красиво.
This Sakura mochi is just delicious.
Not bad, huh? It's one of our best sellers.
Oh, please, sir. Paimon would like some more.
I don't know if it's rude of me to ask, but how is this kind of snack actually made?
Да, мне тоже интересно.
You want to try your hand at making it yourself?
Красавец
No problem.
танцовщица с большим
Just give me a second
мечом.
and I'll write out the recipe for you.
Ooh, a new recipe?
Рецепт.
Are you sure about this? If you share the recipe, isn't that tantamount to giving away your
Whoa,
trade secrets
Dendrarchon.
or something?
Well, it was you who gave Kiminami Restaurant that recipe for an overseas dish, wasn't it?
Дендрархон, наверное, сильная.
She and I are good friends. We trade culinary tips all the
Лоли
time.
каталист.
Here you go. Just treat it as me returning a favor on behalf of my friend.
Thank you so much. I will study it very carefully and try my best to do it justice.
You there. You want the recipe too?
Да.
Go on, I can see that you enjoyed it.
Спасибо, хозяин.
There's no greater feeling than creating delicious food with your own two hands. You should definitely give it a try.
I will. Once I've learned how to make it, will you two be my taste testers?
Oh, definitely. Can't wait.
Будем ждать хороших новостей.
All right. I'll do my best.
Well, we may have arrived near the end of the festival, but it's still been super fun.
Нам нужно читать мысли своего народа. О, нифига.
Yes, I agree. To spend the festival together with you today has been a truly wonderful experience.
Звучит немного крипово, что она читать мысли может. Типа ты идешь, просто думаешь там про себя что-то, а она уже знает.
Prayer plaques. It's an Inazuman tradition. You draw your wish onto a pentagonal piece of wood called a prayer plaque, and pray that it will come true.
О, арбуз. Арбуз.
Sounds similar to the way people in Liyue release lanterns during Lantern Rite. Those are used for making wishes too.
Welcome. Looking for prayer plaques? Every wish is sacred, and you've still got time to make yours before the festival ends.
Looks fun! Shall we give it a try? Oh, wait, there's writing and drawing involved? Ugh, count Paimon out then. Paimon's head's feeling
Саппорт под
kind of fuzzy
электрогидро
after
пира.
eating so much just now. Not the best time
Paimon.
for an intense burst of mental activity.
Паймон, ты объелась.
2 prayer plaques, please, sir.
2 prayer plaques for the young lady. There you go.
Traveler, have you decided on your wish?
Да, а ты?
Yes.
You can either draw a picture to represent your wish or write it out in words. Either way, once you've committed your wish onto your plaque, please hang it onto the prayer rack.
Wait, so they'll be on public display? Alright, well, let's see what you got.
Давайте. Вешайте заполненную молитвенную дощечку
That
на
will do for
стену.
mine. May I see yours?
Угу, конечно. А,
This is you and your
найти
sister,
лупу.
isn't it? It's lovely.
Пупа хочет найти лупу. Все по канону. Да, я хотел бы ее
You'll
найти.
be back together one day. Paimon believes it, and you should too.
I believe it too.
Таких
Your
часть
wish
очень
will
красиво
surely
рисует.
come true. And I will keep you in my prayers.
Ayaka, what did you draw? Is that Tenchukaku?
That's right. I wish for peace and happiness for everyone in Inazuma, and good health for my family and friends. I do hope that wish can come true.
Непременно сбудется.
Thank you. That gives me hope. I think that might be all we have time for today.
Aw, it's time to leave already?
I'm
Или
afraid
соблюдение
so.
блогеров.
The festival is coming to a close. Time flies when you're having fun. It seems to flow away
Это
from
мне
you
было.
like a rushing river.
Я тоже не
As
была в
precious
Японии.
and short-lived as a cherry blossom dancing in the wind. It's time to leave. Traveler, today was the first time in my life that I've ever been to a festival. You've known me for some time now. I think you understand my personality, don't you? Knowing me, I just know that today could not have been such a happy day without you.
Да я ничего не
So
делала
thank
вроде.
you. Today really meant a lot to me. And the memories will always have a special place in my heart. Festivals are great. There aren't many rules. Everyone has that smile that comes from deep inside. And
Танцулька.
it's just so carefree and happy. If I ever get the chance, I want to go again.
Я тоже.
You too? Great! You know, we're kind of similar. Me with my brother, you with your sister. Sometimes I feel like I can relate to the determination you must have to get your sister back.
Весь смысл моего путешествия заключается в том, чтобы ее найти, или да, настолько значит для меня.
I understand. Family bonds are inseparable. No one can break them. They are the most important roots we have in this world.
Да, не то
You will
чтобы.
find her. Come what may, you must never give up. I will always be here for you as your... as your friend.
Друг.
I will always support you.
Другом, конечно, другом. Так, благодарю за прекрасный прием. Сегодня был счастливый день и для меня.
As long as you're happy, I'm happy.
Ага. Что такое?
Oh, traveler. There's something that I'd like to do. If you could spare me yet another moment.
Да? Куда побежала? Ты простынешь, ноги замочила.
Please. Keep your
Да.
eyes on me.
Окей. О. Неплохо, неплохо.
What do you think of my dance? Did you like it?
It was so pretty, beautiful, elegant, and something else Paimon can't put into words. Paimon doesn't really know what it was, but it is art.
Это было восхитительно.
I'm not very good at this kind of dance.
Короче, нужно считать, это значит гораздо больше, чем
as long as I
выглядит.
didn't embarrass myself, that's all that matters. I just had a sudden urge, and I ran with it. In a way, that sort of sums up today for me. Dancing like nobody's watching.
Мне нравится быть с тобой.
That goes for you too. When I'm with you, time seems to slow down and speed up at the same time. Anyway, it looks like this is goodbye for today. I can see myself the rest of the way back.
Доброй ночи, Яка.
Good night, traveler.
Ой, там Танука сидит. Танука. Глубокий вздох. О, поет. Идет, поет. Мелота чересчур приторно-сладкая. Иногда такое полезно отвлечься. Повседневности. Эй! Вот, я же говорила, что надо было прямо гемчики. Так. Рыбка. Осталась рыбка. А где рыбка? Я не вижу рыбку. Вот это. А, это вот это. Ха. Так. А, вот здесь. Так. Эй, я хочу тоже прыгать.
We're looking for the great Mujina yokai.
Это такой страшный взгляд был, что это было. Емия, выходи.
Do you know where it lives?
Great Mujina yokai?
Нет.
What's that?
Что это такое?
Huh? You've never heard of it?
Вообще не слышал ни разу.
It's a sneaky monster that goes around playing tricks on people. It's got magic powers and can even shapeshift into anything it wants.
Фига себе.
One time, the great Mujina yokai stole some rice from our house. And this other time, it pushed my dad into the river.
Мудзина звучит... Я просто ставлю курсор вот так вот. Я слышу только это.
Sounds like a very naughty little monster.
Зачем вы его ищете?
Because we finally found out how to chase it away.
Да.
My dad said that the great Mujina yokai likes to play tricks on people who stay out all the time and don't come home when they're supposed to. So all we need to do is chase it away. Then we can come out and play whenever we want.
This monster sounds scary, though. Aren't you guys afraid? Surely your parents must be worried about you.
Не замечала раньше.
I told my dad that I was gonna find the great Mujina yokai with some friends, and he didn't even say anything. So we think it must be weak right now. It's probably hiding away so it can rest. Yeah, so as long as we get home before it gets its strength back, we'll be safe.
Something sounds very strange about all this. But Paimon can't say exactly what it is.
Я извиняюсь, что я копаюсь в лекарствах. Мне надо таблетки выпить. Странно, что папа ничего не сказал.
Yeah, Great Mujina Yokai is one of those storybook monsters that doesn't exist in the real world.
Родители просто не хотят, чтобы дети целыми днями бегали неизвестно где.
We should tell them so they don't waste all their time looking for it. Oh, children, listen up. There's no need to go looking for the Great Mujina Yokai, all right? Because it isn't real.
Huh? No way. That's impossible.
Нет,
My dad
аллергия.
wouldn't lie to me.
Your folks are just worried about you is all. They don't want you wandering too far from home because it's too dangerous.
That's not true. The Great Mujina Yokai is definitely real. Yeah, Yoimiya's even making some weapons for us. And then she's gonna show us how to blow it up.
Не, на котов.
Huh? Wait, as in fireworks prison break, Yoimiya?
We told her all about the Great Mujina Yokai. She said we shouldn't be scared of it. We should learn how to chase it away instead.
We've been waiting for ages now. And finally, Yoimiya said that today's the day. Yoimiya plays with us and tells us stories all the time. She wouldn't tell a lie.
But...
Come on, let's get out of here and go find Yoimiya.
Wait, hold on, don't go!
Я в кафе работаю.
They didn't seem to take that very well. But Paimon was only trying to look out for them. Who knows what Yoimiya's got to do with this? Let's follow the kids and see what's going on.
Я просто взяла рюкзак, на котором, видимо, была шерсть или внутри. Я в нем покопалась, и шерсть мне как-то залетела в нос. Мне нормально там работает, потому что я там не круглые сутки нахожусь. И из-за этого у меня аллергия, типа, не такая сильная. Я там не задыхаюсь, ничего такого, просто иногда чихаю и все. Ну и со временем чуть-чуть иммунитет к ней появился.
Cheer up, guys. Don't be so down. She was only joking back there. How could the Great Mujina Yokai not exist, huh?
Whoa.
But we've never seen it for ourselves. That's because the Great Mujina Yokai is extra powerful. And that's exactly why I need your help, isn't it?
Почему ты врешь им? Зачем ты врешь?
Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, if you want to be a hero, you gotta have patience.
Да.
And wisdom too.
Все во время. Все
Even
во
if you can't
время.
find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts.
Во имя любви котиков,
So,
да.
remember to come and pick up your weapons from me before then, okay?
А
No
чё
matter
их
how
люблю?
powerful the Great Mujina Yokai might be, it's no match for my specially made fireworks. Just light them up and you'll scare it off no problem.
Ты хочешь продать
It's
фейерверк
up to you
детям?
guys to protect your homes, your crops, and your folks.
Ложится на ваши плечи, нифига.
Thanks, Miss Yoimiya. We'll try and be more patient.
Сколько ответственности на
Oh,
детей.
yeah. Hold up a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys, one each. Remember to give it to your
Спасибо.
parents and tell them to keep it safe.
Это реклама
Just tell them it's from
фейерверков?
Yoimiya. They'll know what it's about. Okay.
Ты наживаешься
Thank
на
you,
детях.
Yoimiya. We're gonna go back now.
Oh, thanks, Yoimiya. Come play with us soon.
Sure thing, will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later.
Нормас, так рекламку дала детям сучила. Вот мы и встретились вновь.
So it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids described you. No worries, though. I'm not blaming you. The Great Mujina Yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course they're gonna get upset if someone tries to tell them it doesn't exist.
Okay, but it definitely doesn't exist, right?
Я умею знать, что такое деньги, как их
The first time I heard
зарабатывать.
about it, I knew straight away that was probably something the parents had come up with to stop the
Понимаю.
kids from running off all the time. But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute and likes to play pranks and doesn't hurt people. So, I guess now the kids' impression of the Great Mujina Yokai is mostly influenced by me.
So in a way, this monster is all a product of your creativity?
Но ведь нельзя продолжать врать детям.
Maybe so. In any case, I'm not gonna be the one who exposes it. Sure, it's likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time, but they could have easily had other reasons too. If I just go ahead and tell them that the great Mujina yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full story, then who knows? I might be doing more harm than good.
Я чувствую пассивную агрессию.
Besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it if it makes them happy. That's more important to them than questioning what's real and what isn't. Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too. The fire diamond that spins around and shoots out lights that are all the colors of the rainbow. Or the mist spirits that live far off in the mountains and guide you to fairyland if you can find them. I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them. If someone came up to me and started telling me to stop being so stupid, they don't exist.
Маски очень смешно выглядят
I'd give them the evil eyes and tell them to get the heck out of my face because it's just so annoying.
Почему ты ведешь себя так по-детски?
Because maybe it doesn't matter so much if something's real or not. Maybe magic and awesomeness are what makes something worth believing. Why should someone else get to take that away from you?
Ну, справедливо.
The things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young turn into our priceless treasures as we grow up.
Только если это была не травма.
You believed in things like heroes who slew dragons and sacred swords that cut through darkness. It's the same thing. If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales now, what else do we have to tell them? That Inazuma's locked down? All the grim tales of the Vision Hunt decree? I think it's a bit too early for all of that.
Yeah! Oh, way too early, for sure!
Из всего сказанного ты запомнила только последние слова, правда?
Whether you understood me or not, don't you worry. I'll take care of the kids and make sure they stay safe.
Ну это важно.
Okay,
Это ладно.
it's about time I headed back. The Naganohara fireworks show is just around the corner, and there's still a lot of things to get ready.
Naganohara fireworks show? Is that hosted by your family or something?
Да, она говорила нам.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why our name is on the event. It's well known throughout Inazuma. Oh, on the subject, are you busy these days? If not, then you should totally come along. I'll prepare an extra pretty firework just for you.
Да, я же все фейерверки, ладно.
In that case, come with me to Naganohara. We'll go see my boss. There's still a few fireworks to finish off before the show.
Давай.
Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories too. In fact, most of what they write is based off of the kinds of fairy tales I was just talking about. A lot of them have bad endings though. Like, the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again. Or, someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again. The hero who slays the dragon becomes the next dragon. The sacred sword that once fought the darkness now becomes a doomsday weapon. I know these kinds of stories are all the rage nowadays. Hey,
Болтает,
Pops,
болтает.
I'm back.
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each family are almost ready. Oh, new faces? Who are these two? Friends or customers?
A bit of both, actually. They arrived in Inazuma just recently. Can't let them miss out on a fireworks show after coming all this way, can we?
Well, either way, come on in and have a seat. And I, Naganohara Ryunosuke, will tell you all about the long history of the Naganoharas.
That can wait. Pops, I need to ask you about something.
A long, long time ago.
Pops has started telling his stories again. Sorry about this. Ever since Pops had his accident, his ears don't work too well.
Несчастный случай.
But for a moment there, it almost seemed like you were having a coherent conversation.
Просто игнорит его.
Much later, people eventually realized that if you grind certain materials into dust, they burn with many beautiful colors.
Да-да.
Pops, wait!
Huh? What's that?
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered. So have the ones from the day before yesterday. And the ones from the day before that.
Нет, это
No,
ты
Pops,
спрашивала.
I meant the materials. The materials that we ordered. They should have arrived today.
Ah, Today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't you worry. Your old man's skills are still as sharp as ever.
Да, только не слышно ничего.
Pops, the materials! The raw materials for making fireworks!
Sorry?
Materials!
Oh, the materials.
Это где-то месяц, наверное.
Sorry. Brandon got all excited because he finally got the message across.
А, сегодня как давно?
The materials aren't here yet.
С
The couriers
6:15.
did come over to explain why, but, well, I think they did, but I couldn't quite hear what they were saying.
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine. We can just make them later. Don't forget to take the goods in when they deliver them. Okay, Pops?
Of course. Leave it to me.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pop something.
От производить впечатление гостеприимного хозяина.
That's my Pops. He's a good person, all right. Everyone around here respects him. Because my Pops is deaf, he never argues with anyone and never
наверное, да.
contradicts them.
Чуть
He
больше 2
just
часов.
listens cheerfully. When I was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with whatever I had to say. So, I'd tell my Pops everything. Eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's deaf. But I still tell him stories every day.
О, я бы расстроилась.
Why would you do that?
It just makes me happy to see him smile, and it keeps him from being lonely, right? Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is right around the corner and the materials still haven't arrived. We need to think of an alternative.
Yoimiya? Is that you?
Hey.
Oh, you scared me there! I thought I told you to be more careful before you speak.
Sorry.
Экономия?
Hold
Какая
on.
экономия?
I'm coming over.
Кто на чем экономит?
No one's looking. Okay, you can come out now. Come around the side.
Нифига в окно.
We're lucky that no one from the Tenryo Commission was around. Otherwise, we'd all be in big trouble.
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash, but when I heard you come back, I just...
Don't worry, Sakujiro. So far, at least, everything is going according to plan. We're going to look for firework materials shortly.
Я тоже об
While we're
этом думала.
out, we'll sort out the boat situation for you, as promised.
Thank you for all your help.
Это...
He's one of our old customers. He came back to Inazuma from the outside world not long ago. While he was smuggling himself in, the Tenryo Commission found him and put out a warrant for his arrest.
Ай.
An arrest warrant?
Shh! Keep it down! We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If Sakujiro was caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do is find him a boat and send him out of Inazuma again.
Лодка под Иназумой. Но в океане бушует шторм.
Yeah, we know it's going to be dangerous, but there aren't many other options left.
What if the boat capsizes? Drowning is really scary. If things are this bad, couldn't you have just not come back in the first place?
Well... There's something I felt I had to do.
Я помню какую-то лодку
But as soon
вроде.
as I got back, I started hearing about all these unbelievable changes.
Она была
I
разбитая.
had made my mind up originally, but now I'm not sure anymore. I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or Mr. Ryunosuke, but I'm very grateful to them for taking me in.
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long as you've got that little piece of paper, you'll always be a valued customer of the Naganoharas.
Little piece of paper?
Такие железки ты раздала детям?
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks for a commemorative event, we always include a little paper slip with the goods. Only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the recipe for the fireworks they ordered. If someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original one they purchased, whether it's 10 or even 100 years later.
Очень удобно.
Wow, that is so awesome.
И рекламка, и рецепт.
It's a family tradition. All our regular customers know about this.
The slip I have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks from Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must be nearly 20 years ago.
Интересно.
I would have thought that things would turn out the way they have.
It'll be fine.
Очень веет тайны
Escaping in a boat
Атлантиды.
is just a last resort for if there's no other way. I'll still try and come up with a different solution, because it'd be much better if you could stay in Inazuma. Whatever their reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help, we're not about to leave them high and dry.
Thank you.
Бровки
This way,
домиком.
I still have some time to consider my options.
All right. Well, let's not stay out here in the open for too long. Hurry up and get back inside. I'll let you know as soon as I have an update for you.
All right, I'll leave it to you then, I guess.
Опять через окно полез.
It's a shame. They still wouldn't give him a permit, even though he was born and raised in Inazuma. Speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
Ну, мы долго оформляли все формальности, но все
Even
верито.
then, we only got through thanks to some help from Miss Hiragi Chisato of the Kanjo Commission.
I see. So you had big shots helping you. I guess that won't be of much help to Sakujiro. I just wish the commissions could be a little bit more flexible. I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like Inazuma, huh?
Ну, у каждого архонта свое представление о том, как управлять своей землей.
Well, no matter what, I have to find a way to help him. I'm sorry. I invited you to come watch the fireworks, but now I have to run a few errands. You don't have to join me if you don't want to. I can go sort out the firework materials in the boat by myself. And then you can come meet me back at the house later.
Хочешь посмотреть, как делают
Oh,
фейерверки?
cool! Then let's start with Sakujiro's boat. We can chat along the way. Oh yeah! If it's fine with you, can I ask how you two first met?
Я схожу за чаечком, короче. Пока слушайте, о чем они говорят.
We started traveling together. Why do you ask?
Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship. If my pops had a person like you around, his being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time. Why do you look so excited?
Because you said person and not floating child or a mascot.
I smell rabbit. I keep watch. You leave, you call me.
hungry. Let's hunt.
Так, раз-раз, проверка. Проверка звука, раз-раз-раз. Слышно ли меня? Я сделала себе чаечек. Надо вот так подвинуть, чтобы меня прокинуло. Я в последнее время пью какой-то вкусный чай. У Кёртиса вроде. Какой-то иммуно-чай. Он в самокате продается, очень вкусный.
Koichi, I'm here! How is the boat coming along?
Смешные
Yeah,
смайлики.
it's, all right, I guess. I was questioned, though. Wait, should we really be talking about this in front of them?
Да
Oh,
ладно.
don't worry, they're my friends. You can trust them. They came with me to check up on the boat.
Да.
Yeah, you could say we're all in the same boat here.
Пойман. Одной лодке разнакомство.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you. I'm just being cautious. The boat is ready, but I'll have to be discreet moving it here.
Huh? Why is that?
Знакомый чай.
Because of the Sokoku decree, the Tenryou Commission is really
Вкусный.
suspicious of any kind of seaborne vessel. Even the smallest ones, they'll stop and interrogate us, demanding to know what we plan on doing with it. It's a real nuisance.
Ну да,
I
лодка это
understand.
подозрительно, да.
I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess.
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come to you for fireworks, and again this time. So just consider this my way of saying thank you. Right, I'll go fetch the boat now. I should be back shortly.
Ой, это правда
Thank
маленькая
you.
лодка тогда.
If it's on the way, you can always pick up your fireworks from my house. Everything was made in strict accordance with what was on the paper slip. You won't find the slightest thing wrong with them.
All
О,
right, then.
виноградный у меня тоже, я
The
недавно
fireworks show
купила.
will be starting soon, won't it? You should make sure your new
Как раз
friends
вот
get to
недавно.
see it. It's an Inazuma tradition after all.
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them about your past. About the first time you ordered fireworks for my family.
That's a long story, actually. Where do I start?
Виноградный интересный такой.
Oh, maybe I'll come back to that after moving the boat here.
Oh, right, yeah. Got caught up in the conversation there.
Да,
Okay,
ты много
well, I'll
говоришь.
leave you to it for now and meet you back here later.
Экстраверт.
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I would have ended up chatting the rest of the day away.
Экстраверты такие
I've been so busy
интересные.
with the fireworks business these past few days that I haven't had a moment to stop and chat with anyone. It's killing me.
Как сложно
Of
не
course, Pop's
общаться.
happy to listen to me chatter away, but because he can hardly hear anything, it's difficult to get an interesting reaction from him.
Ценитель.
And I'm doing it again, aren't I? Ugh. What I meant to say was, while Koichi is bringing the boat here, we should try to find some firework materials. I need to make fireworks not just for you guys, but for those kids and Sakajiro as well. We're missing a lot of materials.
Не беспокойся о нас, можем обойтись без фейерверков.
It'll be fine. It's actually like this every year. There's always a bunch of extra orders to slot in here and there. When people want fireworks, it's always because they have something to commemorate. And if they miss the chance, they might never get another one. So, no matter how busy I am, I'm always happy to take their orders.
Я больше интроверт, чем
What you're
экстраверт,
trying to say is that you enjoy the work?
поэтому не очень понимаю желание болтать все
I
время.
really do. Being born into a family of fireworks makers, I feel like since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with watching things go boom, and then seeing all the lights and colors and... What I really wanted to say was, don't worry about me. It'll all be fine.
Основная мысль слегка затерялась в потоке информации.
Sorry. It's just that good conversation can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? So, when I'm in the mood and I've got a lot to say, I just have to get all out there in one go and leave no regrets.
Ага.
Let's head to the city. I think I'll try my luck with some people that I know.
Ну, я тоже много говорю, если настроение, в принципе, но я устаю потом от этого.
Doesn't it hurt your voice talking all the time?
get uncomfortable, I guess.
Становись
But what else would
имбирерцем.
I be using my voice for?
You kinda have a point.
Я не думаю, что кому-то будет интересно все время слушать про то, что, ну, как я говорю, про котов или
Here we
про
are.
видеоигры.
Hello, Morihiko. How's business these days?
Yoi Mia, there you are. I thought you might show
А
up.
это не тот же мужчина?
Ah, no need to beat around the
У них очень
bush.
похожие усы.
You're here for the fireworks materials, I assume. I put a batch aside just for you. It'll definitely be enough.
Ну,
Really? How did you know?
я просто понимаю, что человеку не всегда интересно слушать 24/7 про одну и ту же тему. И это, ну, это понятно. Но я очень сильно люблю котов, и я могу о них говорить очень, очень много.
Because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the place trying to get your hands on some last-minute materials. I've come to expect it now. There's always a few extras unaccounted for,
Там
eh?
книга блестит.
Oh, I'm so sorry for bothering you every time.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. I'd sooner have my business go under than turn down one of your requests.
Воу.
What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks made?
Спасибо за вашу помощь. Спасибо за вашу помощь.
It's no trouble at all, my friend. Once when I had an argument with my son, Yoimiya was the one who came and calmed him down. I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimiya, who knows? He probably would have run away by
Ну, это
now.
мило. Но
Nah, he was never
парта
gonna
нужно
come to
немножко
that.
спускать.
He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. It's just, he doesn't know how to express it. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Ну, иногда я говорю с людьми про котов. Чуть-чуть. Я стараюсь не напрягать сильно их.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious around him. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like that when I'm talking with other people.
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, just come to me. Even if
Пойман.
it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first. Always.
All right then. Everyone's always saying what a good kid you are. Your father must be very proud of you.
Ну, она выглядит
Go
уже
ahead and
взрослой.
take the ore, by the way. It's on the house.
Оу,
Oh, no, you don't. That's out of the question.
Don't worry. Just take it as a token of my gratitude.
какие вы добрые.
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me. Can't we just play by normal business rules here?
I already said it's fine. Please, just take it. Surely you've got a load of other things you need to get done today.
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a down payment against any fireworks you want to purchase in the future.
There's no convincing you, is there? All right then, if you insist.
Убивают
Pass on my
меня.
regards to your dad. Tell him Morihiko wishes him health and happiness.
Will do. You look after yourself as well. Don't push yourself too hard. You don't want to make yourself ill again.
Снова. Да, топ-топ-топ. Я нашла такую смешную лестницу.
Really like you, Yoimiya.
Кажется, что ты с радостью делаешь что угодно для других.
You're not the first person to say that. In fact, some people think I'll literally do any favor they ask me to. When that happens, I say to them, hey, this is a fireworks store. We do fireworks.
Ага.
But they don't always listen. So it can't be helped. But also, it's not really a big deal.
Я сейчас покажу очень смешную лестницу.
Anyway, we've got all the materials we need now, so that
Перерывчик
solves
небольшой
that
будет.
problem. Next, we just need to go find someone to process them.
Да, насчет этого. Я сейчас покажу смешную лестницу, Емия. Прости, но мне для этого надо в Манштатах переместиться. Я ее даже пометила себе там. О, видите? Смешная лестница. Сейчас я покажу. Я не знаю, по ней очень смешно ходят. Особенно высокие персонажи. Там, правда, хильчурлы немножечко. Ну, им придется уйти в мир иной. Мне как-то не по себе их теперь убивать, зная, что это Остатки народа Конриах как-то... Так. Сейчас быстренько с ними разберемся.
Don't waste my time. Adventure, light it with the wind.
Ну вот. Лестница смешная, смешная лестница. Вот она, вот она. Смотрите. Ща. Как она так ноги вообще подгибает? Ай! Это очень больно выглядит. Хиличурский Во, смотрите. Грозно топает. Ой, сука, сейчас как надаю леща. По-моему, это на высоких больше смешно выглядит. Реза просто делает топ-топ. Это делает злобный топ-топ-топ. Блин, ну больше мне очень нравится, как это на высоких выглядит. Ой, бля. Барбару я не пробовала еще. Барбара.
We can do this.
Ой. Ща. Нифига она. Хоба. У нее хвостики дергаются. Почему она идет по диагонали? Что это такое? Блять, что? Почему? Ой. Это был перерыв на смешную лестницу.
Don't disappoint me.
Напор? Какой напор? Какой напор? Напористо идет. Она, да. Ой, там еще чувачки. Ну так, ладненько, что мы там делали? Фейерверки собирали. Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. Так. Еще нужно еще материалы.
Mr. Aminoma, it's me.
Yoimiya, if I'm not mistaken, you must be here for some firework materials.
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up to the fireworks show.
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while?
У него
I
голова
have quite a
лысая.
backlog of weapons orders right now.
Боитесь стенных ребят? Ну, я просто его пока не исследую, я все хочу это сделать на стриме, но все забываю. У него голова лысая спереди. Почему так? Что случилось?
Oh, wait, actually...
Это кепка?
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Там страшно.
Some worries. How about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders, you can help me process my ore, right?
That will depend on my master.
Бритая голова, значит.
As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara fireworks show starts. There's still a lot of fireworks left to make, if I don't finish them on time.
Talkative as ever, I see, dear child. The essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is disturbed, it will show in the blade that is forged. If you badger Hajime like this, you will only succeed in disrupting his concentration.
But this is a special circumstance, surely. The Naganohara fireworks show is right around the corner.
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Huh? Master, you mean you'll do the work personally?
Is that so surprising? It is, after all, the only option.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Aminoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara fireworks show is an important event.
Что такое?
This I know well. In addition to this, I am indebted to Ryunosuke for all the business he has given me. But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the future.
Ну да.
Do not rush everything at the last minute.
С кошачьим храмом?
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get some extra materials in to cover any unexpected changes in plan late in the day.
Где?
Though for you, dear child, no matter how much you prepare in advance, it may never be enough.
Кошка говорящая?
Excuse me. I will be back shortly.
Я хочу котам. Хочу
Wow,
котам.
Mr. Amenoma! Just look at the shape and size of these grains. It's beautiful. I'm at a loss for words. It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but it looks like your craft hasn't degraded one bit.
Of course. I have studied these techniques my whole life. They are impossible for me to forget.
So, have Amenoma Art and Naganohara Fireworks been working together for a long time already?
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's father. The people may have changed from one generation to another, but the ingredients required to make fireworks have remained the same. Hajime, in the future, this will be up to you.
I know.
Самый больной остров, там вечно много
All
снега
right,
херачит.
I won't bother you guys any longer. Oh, remember to come and watch the fireworks. Okay, time
Даже
to
во
head
время
off.
диалогов.
Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go wait for him.
Меня постоянно что-то бьет в катсценах. У меня просто проклятие какое-то на этом аккаунте. Когда я с кем-то говорю, и там катсцена идет, и меня бьют враги.
Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, I've been hoping for a chance to have a nice long chat with you all
Помогут
day.
коты. Коты
Sorry for dragging you with
помогут.
me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all gone really smoothly.
Коты такие.
Paimon has barely spoken a word this whole trip.
Мне понравилось слушать молча.
I felt like I was neglecting you guys, so I wanted to find an opportunity to catch up.
Можно
When
не
we first
надо.
met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have a chance to sit down and have a proper chat.
Я не очень хочу
You guys
общаться.
are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma?
Манштадт, город свободы.
Oh, sounds great! I heard they pretty much have no rules over there, right? So people are free to live their life however they want, doing whatever makes them happy.
Ну,
My
типа...
pops actually received a gift from one of his old customers over there. It was from the winery or something.
Ой, манштадтское вино.
Winery! Their dandelion wine is super famous.
Yes, that's the one. I remember when he drank it.
Что не отвечаешь,
I've never
она
seen him enjoy a bottle
довольна.
of wine so much in his life. He was telling me all night about how good it tasted.
Прекрасный
My
собеседник.
friend once said to me that only
Да,
people
я
with a
такая.
strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain view or to fulfill a certain wish.
Я лупу
So,
ищу.
what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
Лупа, я ищу лупу.
And we're looking for answers from the gods, too.
You were separated from your family because of a god?
Да,
Oh,
есть такое.
that must be really tough.
Ну, я постепенно привыкаю жить с
I
этим.
get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. You know, I was going to ask if you guys wanted to stay here in Inazuma. Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, a state of tranquility where very little ever changes.
Ну, мне
The
это
advantage of that
нравится,
is that
когда
if you're
мало
ever tired
меняется.
from your journey, Inazuma's a great place to come and rest. Let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. And if you keep pressing on in that state, you might start to lose sight of the things that made you want to start your journey in the first place.
Sometimes. That's also just how it is.
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle. Even trying to have fun.
Качество.
You won't be able to enjoy yourself
Какое
if you're too
качество?
tired.
То, что нравится, что
An
ничего не
adventure friend of
меняется?
mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, You'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the way.
Я запомню это.
Don't worry though, I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed and happy. And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, I want to make sure you at least leave with fond memories. Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home.
Ну, посмотрим, что на это скажет моя сестра.
I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys. I'll keep it a secret for now, though.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Or, did you want to keep chatting a little longer?
Мы уже закончили.
Okay, good. Let's go then. Just act naturally, though we don't want to raise any suspicion.
Провокационные
Stand
вопросы.
the storms out on the ocean. It must be super sturdy, right?
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality is guaranteed.
О. Проверьте лодку. Ладно. Будем кататься на лодочке. Как романтично. Ну, выглядит как лодка. Что я могу сказать?
That's way too small.
Да, вроде нормально. Она напоминает мне об отцу, как такой, сука. Она, конечно, прочная, но...
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. It's built from the finest Inazuman
Ну,
timber.
кстати, да.
Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this into the storm, it's going to be exceedingly dangerous.
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. It's just there as a last resort. I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like your craft has improved once again.
I'm not the one you should be praising. It's all thanks to the guys who kindly pitched in. To avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled them secretly in the night.
Фигово.
This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger and there's no way it would pass the Tenryou Commission's inspection.
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakajiro in when I get back. He'll need to make some preparations before setting sail.
Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden. Doesn't helping Sakajiro make you a collaborator in the eyes of the Tenryou Commission?
Ну, по сути, да.
Maybe it does, but
Если
I knew what I was
возможно.
getting into from the moment I agreed to help him.
Невозможно
My
делать.
family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever there's a national event of any sort, the other two commissions come to us too. As long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, they won't look to cause trouble for me either.
Связи.
And anyway, to your point about collaboration, you've been helping out too, right?
Нет.
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort.
Не, мы ничего не делали.
Wait.
В Иназуме, похоже, тоже придется побыть по ту сторону закона.
Ah, so you're seasoned crooks already, eh?
Нет.
Don't know what I was worried about then.
Мы не виноваты, нас
Anyway,
заставляют.
thanks for everything, Koichi.
Все не так. Мы
And
просто
your fireworks are
исследователи.
ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want. While you're there, you can get my pops to settle the boat construction fees.
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third sis would be sure to scold me if she found out I'd taken Mora from the
Он сказал третья сестра. У него три сестры.
Let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving merchants guild in Inazuma. It got really prosperous. At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning their respective family's business.
Отругает.
They were a tightly knit group of friends. But eventually, they all grew up and decided they each wanted to go into business themselves. It was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have far less opportunity to see each other in the future.
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should all go watch some fireworks together one last time.
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. One by one, they left, until Koichi was the only one of them remaining in Inazuma. After that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them did come back to visit, fireworks would always be involved.
Yeah, no matter how close you and your friends are, there's always gonna be some distance after being separated for a long time. But as soon as the fireworks lit up the sky, it'd instantly take us right back to our childhood, and we'd be chatting away like in the old days. To us, those memories are eternal.
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorating things.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're counting on me for their fireworks. Anyway, I need to go update Sakujiro. See you, Koichi. Thanks again for your help.
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get caught red-handed.
Okay, story time. So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid, or held me once as a baby, or something. But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway, so I never have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do! You held me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. Turns out, he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me.
Очень неловко.
I went bright red and must have apologized like a million times. It was so embarrassing.
Да, кринж немножечко. Нам не к тебе, прости. Потом через 5 минут, через 15 кланяюсь. Ну что ж. Может, я тогда еще раз покручу.
The boat is already and waiting. I'll mark the location for you on the map. Before you leave, I recommend that you pack some food and water. You can never be too prepared.
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself to leave again. Especially when I'll be going up against the stormy ocean on a tiny little boat. My prospects don't look great.
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryo Commission. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here. Time is starting to run out.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come. I promise I won't cause you and your family any more trouble.
I didn't mean it like that. If we ever ran into any problems, I'm sure I'd figure something out. But if the Tenryo Commission does catch up to you, then make a run for the boat.
Okay, I won't let them catch me. But... no, I guess this whole trip was a waste in the end.
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma anyway?
Да, тут что-то не очень.
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back on things now, I was really just running away from my responsibilities. Once I started to realize that, I got restless. I couldn't stop thinking about the people and the things I'd left behind. So I... forget it. What does it matter now? It's too late anyway. I originally wanted to make up for all my regrets, but instead, I found myself in the situation I'm in now.
What a pity.
Talk to us about it. Maybe we could...
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh? Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible until you reach your final decision. The Tenryo
Через
Commission.
15 минут будет.
If only they weren't so overzealous, there
3
might
часа
be a
спустя.
way.
Пробираюсь сквозь зеркало.
That's right. That elderly couple, old customers of ours, their son's in the Tenryo Commission, isn't he? Yeah, quite high up as well. That's it. I'll go talk to them. Maybe they can do something.
Are you sure they won't just report me instead?
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really nice people. I know them well. They won't cause us any issues. All right. You should get back indoors, Sakujiro. We'll be back in no time at all.
Полезай обратно в свой дом.
Let's go. Time waits for no one. Wait, hang on. What about the fireworks? All those materials? There's so many orders to finish.
Застрял в разломе.
Pots? No, never mind. I know. I'll write him a note telling him to sort out the fireworks.
Быстро заканчивай писать на своей бумаге. Она перебила Пайман. Я это накопил при Покеба. Накрутку.
Because what he needs isn't an answer.
Как ты пройдешь квест в разломе-то? Не знаю. Я там немножко походила, но квест не начинала никакой. Я, правда, наткнулась на каких-то искателей, этих похитителей сокровищ, и мне пришлось их побить. Я просто в тупике.
Well, if it isn't Yoimiya, come on in, dear. Come and take a seat. Are these two your friends?
Типа того.
Yes, they're travelers from afar. Outsiders have a very difficult time getting into Inazuma nowadays.
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all this way, we locals should give them a warm welcome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, before I forget, I brought the fireworks that you ordered.
Oh, thank you, dear. Your family is so good to us every year. First your father, and now you. I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next hair of Naganohara fireworks.
Я там не могу пройти к подземелью, я не знаю, где оно.
Of course you will. You're both in great health. Don't say things like that. It's bad luck.
We aren't as young as we once were, though. The body knows it. It used to be that I could spend all day working the land, carrying water back and forth. But now, even a moment of light work leaves me with all sorts of aches and pains.
Я боюсь старости.
I wanted to do some weeding yesterday,
Не пускают.
but as soon as I bent down to get started, I suddenly felt that if I went any further, I wouldn't be able to get back up again.
No worries. Say no more. We'll handle it.
В смысле?
No, no, no. We can't be putting you to work when you're a guest in our home. I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks, and then we'll continue our conversation.
О, чай.
Fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show coming up. But once that's out of the way, I'll be sure to come by more often.
It's no trouble, really. We don't mind helping.
Ну, я хочу чай.
You're such good kids. As for mine, he's all grown up now. Hasn't found anyone yet. And he doesn't visit very often. If you're quite sure it's no trouble, then I have some pickled radish here. Would you mind delivering it to Satoru on the other side of the village?
Sure. It won't take us a moment. The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll get rid of the weeds first, and then deliver the pickled radish.
Ну, давай. Так, прополоть. Понял. Фига, у вас сорняки разрослись. Это больше как кусты уже.
Yeah, you got it. And that should just about do it. Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now.
Кстати, ты только снаружи или внутри зашла разлома, то есть под землей? Я была внутри под землей, но там очень маленькое пространство. Мне кажется, я не попала в основное подземелье под землей.
How have you been? Keeping well?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed. You're looking full of life. As always.
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers, the family business just keeps getting better and better. We sold some fireworks to Liu a while back, and word is they were a real hit. So it looks like we'll be getting more business from over there in the future.
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you sure you and Mr. Ryunosuke can manage?
Как туда попасть-то?
If it gets too much, don't forget, you can always ask me for help.
We should be fine. I think we can cope.
Но нужно что-то пройти.
This is some pickled radish from Mrs. Imatani.
Oh, wow, thank you so much. I never used to be a fan of pickled radish, would you believe? But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff and I couldn't get enough of it. It's a family staple now.
Speaking of your family, how's everyone doing?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument, but I guess that's every family ever.
Клевое дело.
being close to family is better than never getting to see them.
Ну,
Even if
как
it does mean
сказать?
putting up with some conflict.
Я бы лучше не
Now,
виделась, если
Mr. and
честно.
Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship. But still, they must get lonely with their child never visiting.
Ты справишься.
They didn't seem that way to
Спасибо.
me.
Я думаю,
I
ты
think they're
тоже.
just used to it. You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future. That way, they won't get so bored.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that. As would all of us in Konda Village. You're always welcome here.
Konda Village.
Thank you. Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro.
Тут. Помидоры. Заблудилась немножко, бывает.
That was quick. Ah, young people are so handy.
Да, я
Younger
быстрая.
people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of wisdom. Each have their strengths.
Speaking of youth,
Тупика,
do you know
понимаю.
what? It's been 50 years this year.
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies. You barely notice as the years go by, but then suddenly 50 years have passed.
50 years since what? Some important day?
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago, back in the days when this young lady was still trying to win me over, that...
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you were the one who was hopelessly smitten and desperately trying to win my affection.
Что же было?
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed to my wife at the Naganahara fireworks show. We've been together ever since.
Мои поздравления.
To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't sure what I was doing when I walked into the Naganahara's shop and ordered my firework.
Интересно.
Even as it was rising up into the sky, I still had no clue what I was going to say.
Ну,
But
такой,
then it exploded,
выходи
the
замуж за
sky
меня.
lit up. I looked back at her and saw her eyes twinkling in the light of the fireworks. Before I knew what was happening, apparently, I'd already said it. And, well, she'd said yes.
Рыбка висит вкусная.
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time. In others, it's no time at all. Really, it's just a number. But 50 years of being together, now that is
Интересно, это в
something
начале, а
worth
потом фантазия
commemorating.
кончилась.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known, I would have made some extra fancy fireworks just for you.
Oh no, it's quite all right. We always set off the same firework every year. It wouldn't be the same without it. Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days. Even at this age, we still look back with not a single regret.
Вау, без сожаления, это прям...
Relationship they have.
Без сожаления, это круто.
Enough about us, though. Yoimiya, aren't you busy with the fireworks show coming up? Was there something you needed to
задумки
discuss?
сюжета.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to talk about, but here goes.
Ямия рассказывает супругам.
Sakujiro. So he came back.
Huh? You know him?
He was our boy's best friend when they were young. They were inseparable. They grew up together, shared everything with each other, and went everywhere together. But one day, they had a terrible argument.
Ой. И все они...
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful and wanted to see what the outside world
Ой,
was like.
солнце, вау.
But
Солнце
our
прям глаза.
Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt that there was nothing wrong at all with being peaceful. You know what children are like. They get terribly worked up about these sorts of things.
Вспомнила?
In the end, Sakujiro stormed off, and that was that.
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt by it, but he didn't want to talk with us about how he was really feeling. Eventually,
Whether out of pent-up anger or
Что
for some
после
other
потери?
reason, he joined the Tenryou Commission. He rarely comes home anymore.
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke, and I'm sure he'd be willing to help.
Лопатя амнезия. Да
But
нет?
since it's Sakujiro, I don't feel there's any way we can get involved.
What a strange coincidence. Who'd have thought?
I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said because of past mistakes and wasn't willing to elaborate. Now I finally understand why he can't decide what to do.
Two best buddies in childhood. One
Вела
grows up to
текущая
join the
депрессия.
Tenryou Commission, the other grows up to join the Tenryou Commission's most wanted list.
Неожиданный поворот.
Well, no worries. If that's the case, then never mind. We can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you. This sounds like something for Sakujiro and Keisuke to resolve between themselves.
Yes. It'd be so nice if they could go back to the way things were.
Звучит
I
маловероятно.
think after all these years, they ought to let go of their grudges.
Но один так-то преступник.
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know.
Так что мне кажется, маловероятно, что они как-то могут помириться, если второй служитель закона, а первый это преступник. А все, она больше не будет говорить? Я думала, она будет что-то там болтать. Ой, я по крышам прыгаю. Глаз бога, символическая вариант. Да, я
Something
знаю.
bad's happened.
Я
Some
проходила
people from the
сюжетку.
Tenryou Commission came by.
Ой.
Huh? Why? Do they know? Pops, are you alright? They didn't do anything to you, did they?
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because it's a fire hazard. But they didn't listen. It seemed like they knew Sakujiro was inside. Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape through the window. The Tenryou Commission wasn't able to capture him.
Oh.
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think Sakujiro had enough time to make his mind up. Pops, did you see where he went? Oh, the Tenryou Commission will definitely be chasing after him.
Без него очевидно, что происходит, да. Там все плохо.
Good point. Names. Reading names. Suddenly showing up like this, surely it must be Keisuke's doing. The Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over a stowaway.
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I didn't get a good look at them either. If you're wondering which way they went, they left the city. I wish I'd caught their names. But I didn't hear a thing.
As it happens, I did. I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them on the way over. I think their leader's name was Keisuke, just like you said.
Just as I thought. Thanks. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even worse, there'll be no coming back from it for Sakujiro.
Да.
We can't let that happen. Come with me. Let's track them down.
А что мы-то сделаем? Подеремся с ними? Мы будем драться? Или что такое? Давайте вперед.
It's Mochizaka and his friends. Let's ask.
Дети преступника видели?
Are the weapons to scare away the great Mujina yokai ready yet?
О, леса.
Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now. You can go collect them from my house later.
Aren't you gonna play with us, Yoimiya?
Нет.
I'm sorry. I have something important to do right now. I'll be back later on. But I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy, the one you guys love.
Hey, we're gonna get candy!
Конфеты.
Candy! Whoa!
Что это было?
Also, I wanted to ask you guys something.
Не бей лесу. Не
Did
буду.
you see a bunch of scary-looking men come by here at all?
Yep, we did. It looked like they were chasing someone.
Are they trying to catch a monster too?
No, don't worry. It's all just a big misunderstanding. Be good kids and stay out of trouble, all right? Stay in the city for now, and I'll come play with you after the fireworks start.
We will. We'll be on our best behavior, especially for you, Yoimiya.
It looks like this is the right way. Let's keep going. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in. Look, there are people from the Tenryo Commission over there.
Здрасте. Здрасте, будем вас бить сейчас.
Sorry, official business. I can't let you pass.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? We need to talk to them about something.
Didn't you hear me? You're not getting past.
О, это мы еще посмотрим.
Nuisance! Well, you've only got yourself to blame.
О, мы будем играть за нее? Да!
I'm going in.
Давайте за нее сыграем.
Fire hazard.
Нормас. Нормас, нормас.
Submit. Let's light it up. Everybody stand back.
А, я забыла нажать. Она прикольная. Она очень прикольная. Эми, короче, буквально была лисой.
You will be punished for your actions.
Ай-яй.
There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at the edges of the world.
Look at that. The one with the loudest mouth had the fastest feet.
Надеюсь, нас не
We
арестуют.
can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
Мы тоже разыскиваем преступники, она нет еще. Опа, здравствуйте, что происходит? Если Кицуна, кто его знает, что они?
Your skills with the sword have stagnated, Sakujiro. You should have known that you stood no chance against me in a duel.
I never imagined I'd fall into your hands. If this is to be my fate, I accept it. I have nothing else to say.
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of view.
Whatever you say.
You will return with me to the Tenryo Commission to await your sentencing. The one who made this boat will also be punished.
Wait!
Можно будет их ловить дом.
It doesn't have to end like this. Don't you have anything else to say to one another?
Hey, I know you. You're Naganohara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get involved in other people's business, but stay out of this. It does not concern you.
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
And why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? And why were you so reluctant to leave after you got here? I'll tell you why. This is why. This is the chance you've been waiting for. To talk everything through.
Да, давай,
I have
признайся
nothing
ему.
to say to him.
Давай.
He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryo Commission. There is never any room for discussion. Out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom. But his skills with the sword are as disappointing now as they ever were.
У меня есть котики уже в чайнике.
Talking about? Just who do you think you're kidding? You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here.
Ловить котика.
Seems to me like you were hoping for a chance to talk. I can see it in your faces. You both have so much to say, and you're just gonna choose to keep it all inside?
Да. Проклятая
Don't
мускулинность.
flatter yourself. What would you know?
Yoimiya, leave it. It was just my wishful thinking.
No, I won't leave it. I will not stand by and watch when you haven't even done anything.
Нет, не всех.
You seem to like settling things with a duel, so let's do it your way. I challenge you to a duel.
Yay.
If I win, then you need to say everything that's in your heart. No more running from your feelings.
Побьем его,
And
ребят.
the same goes for you, Sakujiro. If I win, you will tell Keisuke exactly why you came back, no matter what the consequences are. You have to tell him everything. If you don't say anything now, you may never have another chance.
And if you lose?
Мы не проиграем, поверь.
Then I'll admit to collaborating with Sakujiro and accept the Tenryou Commission's punishment.
Yoimiya. I accept. Let's settle this with a duel.
Ну
Sir, we're here to back you up.
Back up? Duels are supposed to be one-on-one! Alright, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't let her fight them all alone!
I must withdraw.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Ой, меня так переключило сразу.
Sir, they are too strong. We need more men.
Подмога.
Stand down.
What?
I thought I told you to stay away. Now stand down.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Если так в панике уходит.
Young lady, you are just as obstinate as Sakujiro was back then. Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to each other?
Because Sakujiro may not have told me about you when he came back, but he did order a firework from me. Then your parents told me about what happened between you when you were younger. Once I'd heard the story, I realized that the firework meant something special to you both. And that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have nothing to say to each other. Nobody sets off a firework to feel lonely, do they?
The reason I came back is that I felt lost. It wasn't that I'd changed my mind, I just felt that what I'd done in the past was to try to escape from reality.
У меня такое чувство, что они
I saw
влюблены
the
друг в
freedom
друга
of
почему-то.
Mondstadt, the contracts of Liyue, the wisdom of Sumeru, and the justice of Fontaine. It all left a deep impression on me. I was glad that I'd left Inazuma, but then I happened to hear about the Sakoku decree. I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the good things from the outside world and bring them back home.
So that's why you came back? Out of your naive hope of changing the way things are here?
No, I let go of all those delusions of grandeur. I just felt that I never should have run away like that. After all, you never ran away.
Huh?
I don't know about you, but life hasn't been easy for me. But I just had to come back and visit. It was like fate was calling me, and I couldn't ignore it any longer.
Life isn't easy for anyone. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my personal creed, and I desired nothing more than to see her will done. But now, my role is to punish violators of the Sakoku decree and confiscate people's visions. It's not what I signed up for when I joined the Tenryou Commission. I do wonder, am I really doing the right thing?
Наверное, нет.
The boat is yours.
Oh.
Huh? I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but that doesn't mean I want to keep you here by force.
What will you say to the higher-ups?
Don't worry about that. I'll handle it. If you want to come back, I hear the process of returning to Inazuma from the outside world is long and complicated, but it can be done. I will lend you my help, but until then, you'll have to wait. And don't kick the bucket on the way out.
Don't worry, Keisuke. I won't. Any chance we can watch the fireworks together?
Maybe next time.
Неописуемая тишина.
I'll be demoted for sure.
Думаю, да.
It's not like me to give in to childish sentiment like this. I can't explain why I went through with it.
Это лодка.
It's the one that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. I asked Yoshitaka and the others to transport it here, citing the temporary contraband storage clause. Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also something I had planned all along. It's just like you said, Yoimiya. Even though I hadn't fully made up my mind, my actions betrayed my intent.
But I think you did the right thing. And look, now you've managed to resolve the grievance in your heart by talking about it.
Да, в Genshin есть
I
столько
understand
контента.
now. Thank you. I didn't know you were quite so perceptive. You saw right into what I was thinking.
That's only because I know your parents so well. They're both really nice people, so I didn't think the apple would fall too far from the tree.
I had heard there was a new Naganohara running things these days. Little loud and reckless, maybe, but you live up to the family name. By the way, Naganohara fireworks can reproduce the firework that the two of us set off back then, right? Would you be able to make one for me?
Sorry, no can do. Without the slipper reference, I can't make the same one again. And I'm afraid Sakujiro is the one with the slip.
Ah, I see. Never mind then.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I mentioned that Sakujiro ordered a firework from me, didn't I? I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro probably won't be needing his anymore. It'd be a shame for it to go to waste, so I'll make an exception and let you set it off instead.
Thank you very much.
No worries. And don't miss out on the start of the fireworks show.
Уходит.
Yoimiya! The way you took command of that whole situation was amazing!
What can I say? I like to talk. I'm a strong believer in the power of words.
Ой, ты да, любишь говорить.
If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. If you just keep staring at it without doing anything, eventually you'll watch every last opportunity to resolve it slip away before your eyes. Sakujiro and Keisuke can't turn back the clock in their relationship, but that's no reason to live with remorse. Anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect place to watch the fireworks. My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
Что за тавер of фэнтези? А, игра. Ну, я спикаю на инглише. Андрою Сараиос. Мы не смогли подняться. Shit. Не. Тише, да и как... Что за паркур какой-то? О, катсцена. Уплывает. Надеюсь, он не помрет. О, киберпанк.
Oh, it's...
То. Ну что ты плачешь? Ну не плачь.
So Yoimiya, these fireworks, what do they mean to you?
Мама пошажена гена. Тихо, память, тихо. Она молчит. Это прекрасно.
So beautiful I could weep. I didn't actually cry though, right? I just feel a bit misty-eyed.
Это было очень красивое зрелище.
Oh, remember that big one that went up first? The gold one?
Да, помню.
That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Гена проигрывает, мне кажется.
It was one of the best ones! They won't forget that anytime soon!
That's what I wanted to hear. I was hoping it would leave a deep impression on you guys. No matter where your journey takes you, and no matter what hardships might lie ahead, I hope you'll always be able to look back fondly on the fireworks you saw tonight. I believe that as time goes by, this firework will only grow brighter and more beautiful in your heart. Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now. Here, this is your paper slip. If you ever want to see that golden firework again, just come and see me.
Спасибо за теплые слова.
Yoimiya, you seemed to turn into a completely different person during the fireworks. You were so quiet, and it was like you couldn't hear anything at all.
Oh, I can hear you. I just have a habit of being silent while I'm watching fireworks.
Спасибо за название.
Quietly watching something you made with your own hands rise into the sky feels like a sacred ceremony to me. You asked me what fireworks mean to me, right?
Yes.
Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, Third Sis, fireworks commemorate friendship. For Keisuke's parents, they commemorate marriage. And for Keisuke and Sakajiro, they were commemorating...
Непоколебимую веру.
Oh yeah, right, beliefs!
As for me, to be honest, even though I've thought about it countless times before, I still haven't found an answer.
Seriously? Huh. Paimon was expecting something deep and philosophical.
Well, no one's ever asked me this before, so I've never really settled on an answer. It was by chance that I happened to be born into the Naganohara family, so it was by chance that I ended up learning this craft from my pops. It's also by chance that I've met so many people, learned so many things, and discovered that people associate watching fireworks with the things that are most precious to them.
Не знаю. Мне нравится, что в Геншине не надо было создавать персонажа чем-то, потому что я так устала от этого в других играх.
Fireworks that disappear in a flash of light are probably the furthest thing away from the eternity that our shogun desires. But people's feelings don't just disappear, and it's those feelings that give fireworks their purpose. If nobody wanted to watch fireworks, then they wouldn't exist.
Это тоже своего рода вечность.
Also, consider this. You have to have the Naganoharas because so many people are emotionally invested in the existence of fireworks. If we didn't exist, their wishes would go unfulfilled, wouldn't they? You know, I don't really think about complicated things like this very often. But I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks.
Inazuma is not such a bad place. Paimon's having a pretty good time. But we should probably go and see about the next operation.
Я думала, мне сейчас дадут кружку. Ну ладно. Меня нету? Блин, так мало. Осталось до кружки.
As usual, it's the first stop, Komori Tea House. Are you ready to head over?
Ты выберешь готовую болванку, они тоже крутышки, там киберстиль. Что же... Я буду заканчивать свой эпизод на этом. Спасибо, что пришли на мой стрим. Спасибо большое. Всем удачи. Тебе с прохождением разлома удачи. И покеда. Покедова. Да, спокойной